Gifted subs, yeah, I need it. Super chats, feed my cats, yeah, I need them bad. Something broke in my house, I might call my dad. When my money's running out, I get really sad. Yeah, I know I'm tweaking, but my sink is leaking. I already told you, my wife broke the
I just
disposal.
don't have any real disposable income to be blown on anything right now. It seems like every single time that I'm able to save money up, I can do something happens.
I need your buying and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse. I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. I need that money.
Pay my bills.
Please. I need that money.
The internet bill. The electric bill.
I need your buying and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse. I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. I need that money.
Pay my bills.
Please. I need that money.
The internet bill. The electric bill.
I need your buying and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse. I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. I need that money.
Pay my bills.
Please. I need that money.
The internet bill. The electric bill.
Brainless moron, a mouth drooler, coming on the stream to derail, and that's what I mean, it's not allowed. So please understand that, if you bring that stuff in here, you're gonna get my boot to your ass.
Who? Bitch, I'm helpless, I'm a loser. Alcohol abuser, mouth drooler. Wish you found me sooner, I was cooler. Now I'm just a brain dead mouth drooler. Bitch, I'm helpless, I'm a loser. Alcohol abuser, mouth drooler. Wish you found me sooner, I was cooler. Now I'm just a brain dead mouth drooler. Booze on my wrist, drool on my lip. Come close, baby, yeah, wanna see it drip. They wanna see me clip, I wanna see a tip. Hateful slurs, yeah, I might just let it slip. Dance in my chat, tryna watch me react. Skulls cave in, but the wheelchair's fast. Wipe off the drool and I'm coming right back. Get the money quick, but I'm spending it faster.
Saggy lips, got a case of saggy tits. They be swaying while I'm gaming, complaining about laggy shit. My bottle of gin, drink it while I come waddling in. It's time to begin. Level 1, that's the level I'm in. They call me a pig, and that's because I probably am. Ain't got many friends, gotta make money for pulls and gin. So tip me a 10, animations of diapers and men. I'm trying to fit in by being a piece of shit to my den. They say I'm a dent, I call him a mouth drooler. Got a couple screws loose in my medulla. Oblongata or whatever, that's why I'm so stupid. And my biggest fan's a Kuma, mouth drooler.
Bitch, I'm helpless, I'm a loser. Alcohol abuser, mouth drooler. Wish you found me sooner, I was cooler. Now I'm just a brain dead mouth drooler. Bitch, I'm helpless, I'm a loser. Alcohol abuser, mouth drooler. Wish you found me sooner, I was cooler. Now I'm just a brain dead mouth drooler.
In there, and every day I get a million viewers on everything. Where's the story there? That's boring. That's fucking stupid. Brain dead mouth drooler shit. You want the story of someone who perseveres, right? That's what this is about. That's the interesting stuff, right?
This vest is a symbol of that positivity. It's a symbol that together we can have fun as long as we stay positive. We can overcome anything together. I firmly believe at this point in my life, all right, that no matter what comes my way, that we can work together to overcome it. All right. But that being said, it's time for something new. Which vest is best? Which vest is e-beggar best? Okay, vest is best. Vest.
Yeah, young cat. Got that 150 on my chest. Bitches all around me, and they let me touch their breast. Got that saggy man boobs flowing, but that members count keeps growing. So I got to put it on a
vest. Best. Vest is best.
150.
Okay.
150 for the best.
Okay.
150, and I put it on my chest.
Okay. The vest goal has been pretty hard to hit recently, and that's tough when, you know, things are tight. I get it. Things have been tight for a lot of people, you know. Another thing I don't want people to freak out about is the members. The members right now are super low.
Yes, I'm feeling fucking blessed. Begging for hats and glasses and a vest. Hoping that the pay pigs will impress. Everybody's begging me, stop spending on the WWE.
Which vest, okay, is best? Which vest is e-beggar best?
150.
Vest.
150.
Best. Which vest
for the best
is best? Which
150, and I put it on my chest.
Okay. Vest is best. Vest is best. Okay. Vest is best.
150.
Vest is best. Vest is best. Vest is best. Vest is best.
Look, I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roads, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school bleed. I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roads, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school bleed.
I've been so broke, PayPal so low. I need more goals, more tips, more posts. People been dropping bombs every day on a regular. Two people been dropping bombs every day on a regular. They call me the GOAT, call me a coat, they call me a local screamer. I'm gonna show all these trolls my club, man, I don't need them. My wife, oh no, goddamn baby, I might be forced to leave ya. Head down to the stove, keep down low and find me a Pandalia. And oh, I see where the member bar. Got my woman's sweater, better go put it on. And shout outs to the fans that always keep me on. Watching Jenna's OnlyFans with the camera on.
I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roads, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school bleed. I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig roads, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to school bleed.
So give it up, all your tips, I need them all. I'm pulling up, don't take my tire, no. They shooting up at Burger King when I'm getting my lunch. I'm in a rush to be the biggest locale, I'm in the bunch. I'm the laughing stock of everyone. I only get depression when my money's gone. Valedictorian, but I'm kinda dumb. I put my wife on camera because I'm a bomb.
I let my Hogan's big pools, broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig
roads, I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah, you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to Scopely. I let my Hogan's big pools. Broke boy, T-pose, big bombs, tip goals, big wife, pig ropes. I'm the king of the snorts. Hello, call me on camera, yeah, you know. Ask around, they all know me. Giving my money to Scopely.
1190. We get a big ups to Darcy DeFlo and add his song to the playlist. No. What is up, everyone? Hello, hello, and welcome. Only mic was on. It's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know. Hello, hello, hello. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Turn up my headphones. Mic check. 1, 2, 1, 2. What's up, Jamie? Yo, yo. Good to see you here today. Are you ready for this? Yo, yo. You know what time it is. Yes, Jay. It's time to go. Shout out to all my niggas from Guadalajara, Acapulco. I'm cruising in my blue Corolla. I need that money to be a high roller. Trapped made a controller. She's crying downstairs. I have to console her. Swimsuit model with eating disorder. Spend $200 on her DoorDash order. Yo, just a fucking crook with a fucking crooked jaw. False flagging out channel with my puppy dog. I committed fraud and I got low teeth. I'm a low teeth god. False flagging, mundane maggot. Phil's fat, Phil's a faggot, Phil's a loser, Phil's a beggar. Arnold, Phil's a nigger. Right? How do you say? Brunel's a nigger, right? Very nice. Very nice. All right. Let us continue. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance. Save the best streak. I'm going full mask off. It's not that deep. It's 3 a.m. and I can't sleep. I got 2 big bills coming next week. One more chance left to blow. You ready? 8 time go. 8 time flow. They thought I fell off. No. Like a prime D rose, I'd be dunking on these hoes. Turn you into T-part, striking a T-pose. So let me tell you now what the story is. They call me DSP. Notorious. I'm cruising and wrenching, fast and furious with my homie Pastor Eric Miller.
He's quite curious. They don't have nearly what it takes to be a man. And since I took their manhood, that's mine now, so I ain't giving it back.
My trolls are always watching me, waiting for another disaster stream. They won't even give me a piece of peace or like a whole fucking team locking onto my stream like a detractor beam. I can't get through. I'm sober. I'm losing my mind and I'm losing supporters. Detractors are bending me over. Just another knot in this Ludwig world order. And now I'm seeing so much clearer as I sit here staring into Dark Dave's mirror and all of my fears and all that I see. The raw DSP, bottom leader, cult leader. It's 3 a.m. and I still can't sleep. I guess this is all I will ever be. This is just how time flows. Until it's time go. It's gonna take years of effort to try to dig myself out of this fucking hole. It really is. And it sucks. I hope that someday I'll get out of it. I don't know if I ever will. I may be living month to month, paycheck to paycheck, begging for fucking tips and shit on stream for the rest of my life. Like, it's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade. Yeah. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
I can't seem to find no peace, but them perkins keep me balanced. Mama thinking that it's over, I'ma die just like my daddy. I ain't going out like Roy, yeah, he got hit up all in traffic. I ain't going out like Prosper or Latte, that shit was tragic. Suicidal thoughts, feel like I ain't gon' never make it. Mama said, did you get fit in my game? Say be patient. Yeah, the rabbit went the fastest, but the turtle won the races. I got one life to live, fuck I look like let you take it. Okay, this for Miss Andrika, she got shot behind my bullshit. This for that young nigga that got hit up with a full clip. pull up on my block, swear to God we valet park you. I just dropping back to back, I swear to God it ain't no stopping. Hey, this fella no face, he doing life at only 16. I can't tell him nothing, cause them crackers shot at his dreams. Losing homies back to back, swear to God we don't get no peace. What the fuck, Soldier K, how my main man, the police. Shit crazy, man, life is never what I thought it would be. Put my all in this shit, I drop my heart on the beat. Bitch, I'm dying in the trenches, yeah, my heart in the streets. And now I stay with that Drake like the Carter. Yeah, this was my little brother doing life from off that murder case. He stood in front of the judge with a grudge, had a murder face. I told that nigga, fuck it, like TK, you should've did the rest. Shit crazy when your mistakes stay your ass dead in the face. Can't seem to find no peace, but them Perkins keep me balanced. Mama thinking that it's over, I'ma die just like my daddy. I ain't going out like Roy, yeah, he got hit up all in traffic. I ain't going out like Prosper, Latay, that shit was tragic. Suicidal thoughts, feel like I ain't gon' never make it. Mama said, did you get fit in my game, say be patient. Yeah, the rabbit went the fastest, but the turtle won the races. I got one life to live, fuck I look like let you take it. Ayy, hit a nigga whip, yeah, 3 niggas they ain't make it. Yeah, it could've been 4, but that pussy nigga made it. Jitter savage like his daddy, he been thugging since a baby. I'ma die up in these streets, asking God, can he save me? Grab my Glock and hit the block, this shit ain't nothing to a soldier. I ain't fucking that little hoe, they say she sick just like Ebola. Poppin' Perkins got me rolling like a roller coaster. And I'm deep off in these streets, Miss Winnie told me just be focused. Can't seem to find no peace, but them Perkins keep me balanced. Mama thinking that it's over, I'ma die just like my daddy. I ain't going out like Roy, yeah, he got hit up all in traffic. I ain't going out like Prosper, Latay, that shit was tragic. Suicidal thoughts, feel like I ain't gon' never make it. Mama said, did you get fit in my game, say be patient. Yeah, the rabbit went the fastest, but the turtle won the races. I got one life to live, fuck I look like let you take it. Yeah, the rabbit went the fastest, but the turtle won the races. I got one life to live, fuck I look like let you take it.
AJB.
That's that Ohana shit, that Osama shit.
Hey yo, Black, turn me up.
Hello, everybody. It's your boy Jordy Jordan, fat motherfucker himself. Dark Side Phil here. I'm back.
It's not my fault. This is OT. I can't even fucking do anything. What is this ugly ass nigga doing?
Let it be known, motherfuckers. Everything was right. Everything correct. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Everything was right. Everything correct. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Failed the mission. What? I never failed the mission. Okay. Phil did it. He masturbated. What? Oh, the camera's on. I don't even know. I need your help and support, Phil. I'm ready. Pledge to pay.
And I'm here. I'm Phil. So,
yes, you
so
are,
one half
Phil.
of the equation is ready to go. What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome. This is going to be a very chill late night stream where we don't have
sorry
to
about the
actually
stream
talk about
yesterday
any
about the
particular
fucking
thing,
bit rate. I
but
don't
there
really
are a few
know
topics I'd like to hit
what
upon
happened with
tonight.
that.
It is November
Hopefully they don't
13th,
do it again.
2025.
It's
And
good now.
if you're wondering, why am I doing a special autumn edition of Chill with
big ups
Phil?
Anyway.
It's because in the last week, for the first time in a long time, we actually saw quite a few playthroughs kind of like slip through the cracks and or just not work out, some of which were my distinct choice and others were completely against my will. Okay, so for example, Ninja Gaiden 4, 100%, I said, you know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm getting bored with it, and I think that we should do other stuff. But then we had the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which I was enjoying, but we've pretty much tried all of the offline content. The game is about 2 weeks old. They still haven't patched the online to make it work properly. So we're literally just kind of sitting around waiting for them to fix that, and then I absolutely will get back to it, okay? And then last night, we had the disaster that was Tormented Souls 2, a game that I was very much enjoying. We were, what, like 12, 13 hours in? And then game bug. Puzzle cannot be solved. It's game crippling because you need to solve this puzzle in order to continue with the game. So I'm stuck. I'm hard locked until they patch the game and fix this puzzle. I can't make any progress. I tried reloading previous saves and the like, and it's like, well, sure, I could trial and error, try to retroactively remove patches. I'm not going to do that. So with all of that out of the rotation, that leaves Pokemon Legends ZA, which we're playing actively. That leaves Call of Duty Black Ops 7, which begins tomorrow. And then that leaves Truck Sim. And that's it. Everything is gone from the schedule now. So what we need to do tonight, what I'd like to do with all of you, is chill a bit, hang out, enjoy each other's company, obviously, and determine what we want to come into the rotation starting, say, Monday. Because we're actually good for tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be all Call of Duty. And then I'm off Saturday. Sunday, I think I'm going to do Call of Duty as the first stream, and we'll actually do our weekly Truck Sim stream as the late stream on Sunday. But Monday, I don't know what to do. So that's what we got to figure out. And there's a lot of options, and we will talk about that tonight.
Find a big fat black
we'll hang out, we'll talk about the
options,
see what makes sense.
That's what you should
try
do,
to get
Phil.
some opinion from the crowd here that's here, and try to figure out what makes sense for everyone the most. All right. In addition to that, another thing that absolutely I would like to address tonight is what exactly we should be doing during this upcoming Black Friday event that I'm doing. We don't even know what to call it yet because we haven't locked in exactly what we're doing. Usually when we have one of these marathons, there's a theme. It's it's the worst games event. It's an indies event. It's a Mega Man marathon. It's the Halloween marathon. In this case, we have no idea.
Come up with a name with
so
what should we play?
We should talk about this and try to figure it out and hammer in the things we're absolutely going to do. So now we know exactly what we're doing during that event, and we can start talking about it and hyping it up. All right? We've talked about it like 3 times. We keep coming up with ideas, but we never really say, yes, that's it. So tonight, with the Chill with Phil stream, we're just going to hang out and enjoy each other's company. But in addition, tonight I have some refreshing beverages. This is Original Cosmic Crisp 2 Towns Cider House Alcoholic Cider. I'm going to have this and probably one more tonight. They're 8% alcoholic volume. This is usually the kind of stuff I drink when I play Truck Sim. But the thing is, some people were like, well, you do Truck Sim tonight. And I was like, I don't want to do a second Truck Sim stream. I feel like once a week is the perfect amount. But if you guys want to chill with Phil and we have a little bit of inebriation, I'm okay with that. Thing is, a lot of people seem to think that when I do that during Truck Sim, that like, oh, Phil is acting differently. I'm not. That's the answers I give during Truck Sim to questions and stuff. And the stuff I say is what I would say outside of Truck Sim too. But hey, if people want it, I'll give it to you. I'm okay with it. This one is great. This is the Cosmic Crisp Apple flavor. It's good. It's actually quite sweet compared to the other flavors. So that is what we will do. We will relax tonight. We will enjoy each other's company and have a good time and chill. So let's see. Before we even begin with any discussion of schedule of the marathon or anything, I just want to say good evening to everyone and say what's up. So let's see. On the YouTube side, we got Bono Tecmo, Wistful Wharf, Scottadoo, Dusty Trail,
Does this look normal? Let's see. Slayer's here tonight. We got Deadpool, Alpha Gun, Max Power, Long John. Vietnamese Comrade just showed up. How you doing? How you guys doing? On the kick side, who do we got? Mojito Kitty's here. Captain Based Pants, Phil Loves Fuse, Beggy Smalls. I don't know what you're talking about. Blizzard, Blucher, Chinese Food MSG, the Peppermint Butler. I don't even recognize you, but hello. Some of you I recognize, some of you I don't. Todd, how are you? Willow, how are you? Good evening. Nello is over there. How you doing? All right. Colzep, good evening. Good evening. Dark Ethan, how are you? World Weather Authority. We got a lot more people showing up. B Chic, what's up? Garks, good evening. Thanks for coming by just to hang out. It's going to be a couple of hours of just hanging out. Whatever you guys want to talk about, it's all good. We don't have to focus in on the things that I just brought up. King Gabriel, how are you? Good to see you. Michael Caine is back. Wow, I haven't seen you in ages. How you doing, man? Good to see people here just to chill tonight. It's like I've said, instead of trying to force games down your throat that we're not sure if you guys want, just chill and we'll figure it out. We'll talk it out and have a good night together. And then next week, we'll have a great week. Because that's what the last thing I would want to do is like, all right, I just decided we're playing Poppy's Playtime tonight. And then I go to play it and people aren't very interested in it. Like, oh, darn, I guess I should have asked if you guys wanted that. So that's what tonight's actual, stream is about. Okay. So I got $5 from some kind of troll. It's some kind of new detractor meme or something. I don't know who it is. Thanks for $5. From Dunce. Thanks, Dunce. Appreciate the $5. First contribution of the night, actually. Five from the Dunce. Very nice. Space Jam fan, how you doing tonight? Good evening. B Chic says, I tried Sonic for the first time today. God, it was awful. The most flavorless hot dog. Did you ever have it? I know I've had them. I don't think I ever had just their plain hot dog. Whatever I had, I always had like a bunch of toppings on it. Like they have the one that's loaded with different like cheese and bacon and stuff. So, yeah. I don't think I've ever had the plain. I thought the hot dog flavor along with the toppings is good. Maybe if I just ate the hot dog by itself, I wouldn't like it. I don't know. Can we watch King Cobra videos tonight? No, that's not the purpose of the stream tonight. If you wanted to see me react to some stuff, we could do reacting in the future, but that's not the purpose of tonight, is not to react to King Cobra videos. Sorry. You made homemade pizza dough? Oh, from scratch? That's cool. I've never made pizza dough from scratch before. Would I try playing Mountain Blade Warband? I've heard of Mountain Blade over the years. People have brought it up, but I've never given it a shot, nor have there really been too much demand for it, so I haven't really tried it. Is there a corn dog place I could order from? I don't think so. No. I'm not familiar with there being any kind of a popular corn dog place near me. Not that I've ever actively really looked for one. What is the point of tonight? Rewind the stream because I literally just explained that and I'm not repeating myself. There you go. Am I interested in visiting the Mr. Beast theme park? Unless I'm the one who's condemning it and shutting it down for good. No, I'm not interested in ever going to it. If I'm allowed to put the final nail in the ribbon or the tape that says condemned, closed forever, then I'll show up. But that's about it. Slayer says there's something called the Outdoor Boys. They cook delicious foods while camping. Homemade bread, steak, stew, biscuits, gravy, honey butter. I'm sure it's probably popular. A lot of the outdoorsy stuff actually has a lot of traction on the internet, YouTube particularly. People like that lifestyle and like to live it or follow someone who lives it.
Yeah, Rambo's hot dog.
People person thinks pumpkin pie is the quintessential Thanksgiving food even more than turkey. I don't know. For me, like I do think turkey,
Don't you
but
know
I
that
actually
people
don't like
person means
turkey
the
the most
N-word?
out of Thanksgiving cuisine. I just don't. Like I think turkey's all right. I'll have turkey,
People doesn't know it means
as
the
the
N-word.
protein at Thanksgiving, but particularly I
What a
like the
dummy.
sides better. Like I think I actually enjoy stuffing, cranberry sauce, things like that more than the flavor of the turkey. Some people just love the turkey, but I don't know. Remember, if you want to talk to me, please tag me in chat because I see people were tagging me in Kick and then they stopped. Let's see here. Yeah, Truck Simulator currently only has states that are west coast of the U.S. and kind of into the Midwest, and that's where it ends. I don't know if they have any plans to add eastern states at all. But they said their next major plans for a DLC will literally be up the west coast of Canada because they want to connect the United States up with Alaska up here. And the only way they can do that is to add all of the Canadian provinces and roads and the like along the western coast. So that's what they're saying is going to be their roadmap. Then I guess after that, we'll see what's next. What's up, Captain DCW? He says, I bought Dratini and Larvitar, grinding for them shards to evolve them. You grind a lot in Pokemon, huh? You know me, I don't have time to really grind into stuff outside of what's on stream, so what's on stream is what you get for the playthrough.
What a
T-shirt
loser.
Melons says the
What a
turkey. I like turkey, but
loser.
sometimes turkey makes me sleepy.
I love
I don't know if that's
stuffing
true or
Rambo.
not. What do they call it?
Mhm.
Whatever the chemical is that they say is in turkey, I don't know if that's really necessarily true. For me, I would say it was around 5 years ago. All of a sudden, after I would eat a big meal, like anything, like a dinner of any kind, I actually started getting sleepy. Legitimately just started getting sleepy after dinner. Usually it's dinner because dinner's the biggest meal of the day. I would legit just be like, oh, I'm so tired. And so that's when I started having like a coffee after dinner, and then I perk right back up and I'm good. But I don't know if it's necessarily okay, people are saying tryptophan. I don't really know if it's that or if it's just when you get older, your metabolism changes and things just change just with your body, your physiology, and it just starts happening. I don't know. I don't know. Like for me, I feel like everyone just eats a ton at Thanksgiving, and it's just the fact that you ate a lot of food that causes it. It's not necessarily this one chemical or whatever that's from the turkey. Because I eat big things that aren't turkey and stuff, and I still have that result. You know what I mean? But maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I'm just telling you from my own personal
You're a
experience.
loser, dude.
Oh, really? Buckwell says they have 2 or 3 other states they're going to release DLCs for before British Columbia. Oh, I didn't know that. What do we know? What states? I'm just curious. Are they moving progressively east at this point on the map for Truck Sim? Consider Johnny Walker for my next alcoholic beverage for your marathon. Johnny Walker is a kind of whiskey, right? Because they have different kinds. Isn't there like a red and a black? And isn't there another one too? But I don't know. I don't know much about it.
It's not whiskey. It's what is it?
Have I considered going back to Street Fighter 6 even for casual play? No, I don't care for Street Fighter 6 anymore. Street Fighter 6 was great when it was new because no one knew what the hell they were doing. By the way, I forgot I have my drink. I'm going to start drinking the cider in a second. Street Fighter 6 was good when it was brand new because it was a whole new world, right? New game engine, new combos, new characters, played differently. It was actually very original and fresh. And that lasted 6 months. And after about 6 months, everyone hammered in all the tech for everyone. It was all over the internet and everything was exposed for the game. And it wasn't as good anymore, right? Then they basically patched it. Then they added some DLC. And once they start doing that, it refreshes it every once in a while. But after like year 1.5, the game became exactly the same every match. It's just every character has a couple very safe hits they could throw out. If they happen to connect, drive rush into a combo, push you to the corner, throw mix up. That's it. That's the whole game. That's literally the entire game of Street Fighter 6. Now, at a high level, things like perfect parries and baiting the throw mix-ups and things, yes, that's possible. But the point is the general gameplay of Street Fighter 6 is so simplistic, it skips half of the things that used to be parts of fighting games. It actually has become such an easy game to play. Get one hit into a giant combo, push you to the corner, guess for the rest of the round, wash, rinse, repeat. The game is missing the essential parts of fighting games that used to be fun. No exaggeration. You watching me play CVS2 earlier this year, Capcom versus SNK2. I showed you in that gameplay probably 17 to 18 techniques and things that are fighting game knowledge that just are not used relatively often at all in Street Fighter 6 because there's not one hit into the end of the game. So it's just more fun to play classic fighters because it's not one hit into the end of the game and then guessing game endings. Boring. That's boring to me. So at first, during the era of discovery, the first 6 months of Street Fighter 6, it was exciting. Then the next year started to get progressively more and more boring. By the end of that time frame, like I have no desire to go back at all. I don't want to fight a Cammy that does all the safe moves, gets one hit, pushes me to the corner, throw mix up. I don't want to fight the stupid Luke. Same thing. 1 or 2 hits. Oh, it's all safe. Oh, 1 hit, giant combo to the corner. It's boring. It fucking puts me to sleep. I don't want to play it. If the game was actually improved or changed, like for example, let's say they patched the game and they were like, oh my God, Lily is God tier now. They actually made Lily so now she does enough damage. She's been rebuilt. She's got this. They've never done that. They've left the bottom tiers awful progressively the entire game. They've never improved them. They just tweak the top tiers slightly every time, and then they add DLC characters that are all good. And that's it. That's their whole game. That's boring. So, no, I'm not going back to it. I don't care. I don't care to go back to it and be bored. If there's another fighting game that comes out that gets my interest, we got Marvel Tokon. I'm going to be in the beta in early December. I'm excited for that. And if that ends up being good there's like 3 or 4 new fighting games coming out next year that I'll probably try. I don't want to go back to the one I know I don't like. It's just going to be wasting everybody's time. And to be frank, I think that there's 2 groups of people who want me to go back. Number 1 are the people who liked my early Street Fighter 6 gameplay, but they don't understand that playing it now would be completely different. And then there's the people that know that it would be completely different. They don't care. They just want rage content. And I'm not going to give them rage content because I don't fucking like those people. They don't help me. They don't support me. They don't like the content. I'm not going to give them what they want. They're a waste of my time. So I'm going to continue to do stuff that I like, you like, and that we can work on together and enjoy, not garbage for idiots. So there you go. All right. Time for the first sip.
And slowly but surely, you're going to lose all your fucking money and profit. It's going to take a while, but it's going to happen.
So much sweeter. So much sweeter than the other ciders that I was having. That's good. I really like that one. Yummy.
It's dope with alcoholic
Slayer
drink.
says,
it's so cool.
It looks good for viewers and people who like pattern play style where they don't need to deviate much in the modern era. Absolutely correct. The reason Street Fighter 6 is like that, make no mistake, is because they want that game to be accessible to the masses. Whether or not it means the game's fun or the game is actually competitively sound, they don't care. They just want anyone to study someone's video or watch someone's stream, jump on and be able to do it within 5 minutes, and then they go online and they mash out combos and they do the same thing. They don't care that the game actually isn't great because it makes money. And that's sad. You don't want that in a competitive game. You don't. You want the competitive game to be competitive first, and then you explain to the masses why this game is good, show them the top level gameplay, and show them why you have to be a dedicated pro to get to that level. That ain't Street Fighter 6. Hell no. I don't know, people person. We watched the presentation of the Steam Machine earlier today. I don't know how high-end it's going to be. They said it's 6 times more powerful than a Steam Deck, but I don't have a Steam Deck. I don't know if that's good or not. You know what I mean? I don't know how good that would be. I think what they were saying is they're aiming, it's not going to be 4K. They're aiming that for like 1440p performance, not 4K. So if you're going to play at 4K, you probably don't want the Steam Machine. But outside of that, a common person who just wants to have a PC, but you can play games on your TV or in a different setting than just like a PC enthusiast setting, that's what it's for. It's kind of like middle ground. It's not high end, it's not low end, it's kind of in the middle. So, but I don't know because there's no pricing on the thing yet. We don't know much. Excuse me. The VHS guy, 19 months as a member, thank you for ongoing support of the channel, says, will Half-Life 3 debut on the Steam Machine? No, I don't think so. I could be wrong. I'd be shocked if it did, but I don't think so. Okay, let's see.
Yeah.
What was my favorite holiday as
he's
a
a
child?
king, dude.
Christmas. Did I have a PS Vita? Yes, I did. I had it. I played a few games, but not too many. I played the Uncharted game. What was it? Golden Circle or Golden Abyss or something. I had like a dungeon crawler game that was called like Dungeon Siege. I had, man, so few games. Only like 3 or 4 games for it. Oh, I had the Resistance game. Remember there was Resistance back then? So whatever the portable Resistance ones, I had that. And then later on, my wife played Persona 4 on it, and she loved it. But that's about it. I didn't do much with it. Yeah, they're making a lot of these like more portable VR, AR glasses and peripherals now, mostly for more standalone systems. Like you just said, Slayer, like the Asus ROG, I believe, has one. There was one that was for I think there is one that's supposed to be like Steam Deck specific. We're not talking about the Steam frame, but there was one previous. Or then you got stuff like MetaQuest that's its own thing. It stands alone. You don't need a PC for it, right? But I'm not too interested in them, at least at this point. No, I didn't realize that Eddie Guerrero passed away 20 years ago today. And no, I have no recollection of what I was doing when I heard that he passed away. I don't know. Will I react to the new Street Fighter movie on stream? I mean, when the trailer comes out, sure. I mean, the cast is ridiculous. So I wonder if it's going to be any good. It might just be a joke movie. Who knows? But yeah, that'd be fascinating to react to for sure. Yes, I was a fan of Shawn Michaels in the 90s. I was a fan of Shawn Michaels when he was coming up in WWE. He split off from the Rockers. He did his own thing. He was feuding with like Bret Hart. That was the time I was a fan of Shawn Michaels. Then I stopped watching wrestling. So I missed the DX era and all that stuff. I did. I came back in the 2000s and I missed a lot of the Attitude Era good stuff. Whoa, this is a weird contribution for the amount. Listen to this. I just received a listen to this, $62.87 tip. I'm steaming drunk right now. Convince me not to send the rest of my money for the month. Okay, don't send the rest of your money for the month. Don't do that. I appreciate the $62 contribution. I don't know why it's $62.87. It's weird. Maybe it's like a currency conversion. But if you're drunk, you shouldn't be contributing regardless. No one should be drunk contributing because then you have remorse later. You might think, oh, shit, I wasn't supposed to do that, or I didn't mean to send that much money.
You will have remorse for that.
I'll tell you right now, don't send me another tip. 62. Hey, thank you for that. But don't send any more until you're sober. Be responsible.
Until you're sober. When you sober up, send me the rest of your money.
There you go.
God, what a
but
fucking
thank you. I mean,
scumbag.
that's a giant contribution. Let's get that up on the leaderboard. $62.87 anonymous tip. Don't know why it's $62.87, but thank you. So just like that, we're up to $67 of support. A third of the way to the goal. Thank you, guys.
What do you mean, you guys? Okay. It was one person. What do you mean? You guys. It was one guy.
Let's see. Do I think Black Ops 7 will be better than Black Ops 6? I don't know. I was actually not feeling good about Black Ops 7 when I heard that it had double jumping, wall running, and all that crap again. Then I played the beta and I realized it doesn't have double jumping. It doesn't have wall running. It does have wall jumping, which is, the basic first step towards having the double jumping and wall running again. It wasn't that bad, and it made certain maps feel kind of fun, but I don't know how much it's actually going to affect things. Once I got into the beta and I started unlocking weapons like the triple barrel sniper rifle, which is absolutely ludicrous, and then I unlocked the Predator cloaking ability and I was doing melee kills, I got into it again. I was having fun. So I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow will definitely be a day of initial unlocks. Got to play with those stupid starter classes for the first stream. unlock the custom classes, start unlocking weapons, attachments. It's going to be a rough first day. It always is. But I hope that I can at least get something going so it's not like terribly boring for me to be grinding to unlock the basic shit. So, yeah, but we'll see. We'll find out. I hope that it ends up long-term being fun. I just don't know. I mean, it's a Game Pass game, so there's no investment there. But, you know, last year, Call of Duty lasted a long time. I started playing it on the Elite 2 controller. Then I swapped over to a keyboard and mouse. It got even better, in my opinion. So, I guess we'll see. Best Call of Duty game I ever played, the original, the original and part 2 are equal. They're both World War II shooters. The second one improved upon the first, but the first one was amazing for the time. And then I would say the original Modern Warfare that took it to the next level. So, there you go. All right, Super Gaming Lagoon with a $6.99 Canadian super chat. I'd have to convert that. He says, I'm drunk too, so take my money. I grew up with you when I was going through hard times as a kid. Now I make 6 figures, and I love to see you grow. Thank you. I'm not going to grow. Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to grow. What I mean by that is this channel will never get any kind of significant growth. What it has is stability and slow, very slow longevity. It's not losing subs. It's not bleeding attention at all. It goes a little up and down, but I'm definitely not going to grow. I gave up all aspirations for this channel to blow up a long time ago. Sadly, with just the way that everything is set up on the internet, it ain't going to happen. You know, the channel being out of the algorithm for so long, even if I do something that gets attention, it lasts half a second and then it's gone. You know, none of my videos will ever go viral. Doesn't matter how good or bad the videos are. They'll never go viral because everyone constantly steals my content and posts it elsewhere and they get the attention, not me. You know, that's the weird thing is like people are, I don't get it. When a big YouTube name drops you, why don't you get attention? Because when they name drop other people, they get attention. Well, because all that negativity doesn't come to my channel. It goes to my detractors. They get the attention and the boost, not me. So that's why. The YouTube algorithm buried me ages ago. So I know that I'm only going to get that core audience coming by. And or every once in a while, I'll have some new people coming by who heard of me and just want to check me out. And it's sustainable. It's definitely sustainable. This year actually has been one of my best years in ages when it comes to the level of support, sustainability I'm getting. It's been great. And I've been doing the things this year I like. Unlike last year where I did a lot of stuff that was kind of shitty drama shit. This year I focused on stuff I liked and it worked superbly. So I'm very happy for that. I feel like I'm about to sneeze and that's not good. So hold on. Hold on 1 second. I knew that was, oh, wait a minute. I pressed the wrong button. Wait a minute. Pause recording isn't working. Uh-oh. Oh, because I'm not recording. This is a live stream. I can't pause the recording when I'm not recording. Give me 1 second. I got to blow my nose because I sneezed. Okay. Sorry about that. Obviously, I didn't mean to explode into sneezing, but it is what it is. It happened. So thank you, Super Gaming Lagoon. Cheers to you for the super chat, and thank you for the nice notion. No, I'm not going to ever blow up on the internet, but I am long enough established, long enough running, that nonsense can't hurt me. Let's put it that way. I can't be canceled, okay? I'm not going to be kicked from everything. Nothing like that's going to happen. I don't even make the kind of content or do the kind of commentary that would ever happen. So I'm good where I am. I'm safe. It's just, it would be nice every once in a while to do something different, to branch out, to have a video that gets more attention, but I don't foresee it ever happening, to be honest, okay? Slayer with a $5 Singaporean super chat, and I have absolutely no idea what the value of Singaporean currency currently is right now. It's SGD. Shit. Hold on. $3.85 is the thing that stands out about it. The glasses are like regular glasses that do AR, and they're not bulky. They have good visuals. If they're AR, that means you're seeing everything in your room, which is actually very different from the notion of VR. VR is a virtual reality. AR is you're seeing what's there, but they're adding things, right? That could definitely be a different kind of gaming altogether when you really think about it. It could add a whole new element. And I think we saw something like that. Wasn't it the Apple shit that we reacted? It was at the end of last year, I want to say, when we actually reacted to the Apple stuff, right? And it was weird because it was like way too expensive. The pricing was like ridiculous, and like, who's gonna buy this? Yeah, and they had that. They had the altered reality stuff in their glasses. So, all right. Wow, I received another generous contribution tonight. I just got $33 from Limestone. Thank you, Limestone. Let's get this animation going. Where the hell is it? There it is. Limestone says, it's a drinking kind of night tonight. Cheers. Thank you to Limestone. Cheers to you. Appreciate that. And thank you so much for your support recently. I know on the Pokemon streams, you've also been supporting a lot, and I really, really appreciate that. So thank you, Limestone. Let's see here. Someone tipped me $1 and says, James Watson was a very famous American molecular biologist, geneticist, and zoologist. He passed away a week ago at the age of 97. Did you read some of the stuff he did? Probably not. I doubt it. I don't think I've ever really been into that kind of stuff outside of when I was in school. I don't think so. The only Watson that's ringing a bell is Watson and Crick. Does that make sense? Does that ring a bell? Watson and Crick for some reason? Watson and Crick. Is this it? This is it? Molecular structure of nucleic acids, a structure for deoxyribose nucleic acid. Yeah. So Watson and Crick. James Watson and Francis Crick were renowned for discovering the double helix structure of DNA in 1953. It actually rang a bell for me. Their work based on X-ray diffraction images explains how genetic information is copied and transmitted. So there you go. So Watson just passed away, huh? Well, man, he lived a good life. Amazing, groundbreaking scientific discovery, and lived into his 90s. That's pretty crazy. Man, I think we can only all aspire to have that kind of a life that's that notable, where you made an impact on humanity that much, and you lived a long, healthy life as well into your 90s, right? That's awesome. Well, cheers to you, James Watson, on your long and historic and very, very, how can I say, scholarly life that helped out humanity. There you go. Well, that's true. Everyone knows that I'm the exception. Me, what I've done already, I'm only 43 years old. I've already far surpassed James Watson. I've surpassed pretty much everyone ever in humanity's history, right? Maybe there's a few who did a little bit more than me, maybe a few, but it'd be very hard pressed to find them. In the 43 short years I've lived here, let's be honest, just completely giant waves, changing humanity as a whole. First, for my time in the Street Fighter community as a pioneer, and then later as an early YouTuber for gaming, revolutionizing the way that people made videos on the internet, right? And now as a live streamer, oh my God, I've shaken the core of human existence from the very foundations, okay? There you go. So there's Watson, but still. Of course. Now, let every idiot out there clip that misrepresent it, act like it's serious, and put it out there so we can get someone who's another big YouTuber to react to it and be like, oh my God, I can't believe he's so full of himself, because they're an idiot. Okay. Oh, let's see here. Whoa. Another tip. Okay, well, I just got another $36.46 saying, I know you said I shouldn't, but here you go. That's all I got until payday next Friday. Well, you don't have to send any more. I told you not to. There's another $36 from the I'm assuming this is the same anonymous tipper from before, right? All right. They typically clip me when I'm not joking. How would they know when I'm joking and when I'm not? Right? How would they even know that? The truth is, they just misrepresent everything as a negative. No matter if it's a joke or not, they just say it's true in a negative, no matter what. So it doesn't matter what I say and do. Okay. Cool. Wow. Well, thank you so much. We're now up to $140 of support, and we're still not done. We got Super Gaming Lagoon with another $6.99 Super Chat Canadian. So that's $4.99 American. Love you, bro. I'm 27. You're like a big bro to me. This is my first time back this month since 2013. Wow. He says, I know you're a good guy. Fuck the haters. Well, thank you. I mean, if you haven't been back in a long time, certainly you must be like shell-shocked, right? You must be like, whoa, this is DSP? First of all, I look completely different now from how I used to. I know that. I look way different than I used to. I certainly present myself differently than I used to, right? Actual HD visuals, a microphone that works and actually sounds good, lighting. I'm not in a cave. I'm not fuzzy. I don't look like shit. I actually dress nicely now. Like, I know, very different content. I'm interacting with my audience like this. This would have been, 10, 15 years ago, this would have been Ask the King, which is a once a month thing that I do where I field questions. Now I do this all the time. Like, this is kind of a normal night where we hang out and have fun and talk. Although typically we do gaming as well, but tonight we're not doing that. We're just hanging out and enjoying each other's company. So thank you so much for the contribution. Clout Siffler says he was looking for this. He couldn't find it. So it's called Two Towns Cider House. It says right on it, Pacific Northwest. So it very well could be that this is only available more locally. Maybe that's what it is that you can only get it out here and they don't go like nationwide yet. Or I don't know. But yeah, it does say Pacific Northwest right on it. There you go. Colzep says, recently you end up getting more money from this kind of stuff than gaming. I would say yes and no, because here's the thing. I think what's happening is I'm getting older, and I think people are realizing that the era of seeing Phil rage, it can be funny, but only in certain doses. Back then, it used to be like, we want Phil to rage at Street Fighter. We want Phil to rage at Call of Duty. We want Phil to rage at Dark Souls. We want Phil to rage at this racing game. Rage, 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 rage. And that was almost my actual formula for success. But what's happened is I got older. My viewership is getting older. And we realized, listen, there is the category for rage, and it's fine every once in a while. But most people who want that all the time became my detractors. All they want is the toxic, negative stuff. So they want to see me swear and rage and be angry all the time. The people who actually like me and support my content don't want that all the time. Maybe every once in a while they want it, but not all the time. Instead, just chilling, just hanging out, enjoying conversation, picking my brain on certain topics, right? Or hearing about my history as a YouTuber or whatever it may be. That's more entertaining, more interesting as we get older than just seeing someone pick up a controller and rage at a video game, And not to say that that's ever going to go away. I love being a gamer with you guys, but take a look at earlier today, I did a podcast and I did Pokemon. Do you know how much money I made earlier today? Over $300. Now, I could be grinding away at a rage bait game and make nothing or make $20. Just the other night, I played Mortal Kombat, right? And Mortal Kombat, almost failed. We only made like $50. It wasn't because of a giant contribution for someone gifting subs on Kick that we hit the goal that night. But for the most part, playing, the stuff that's ragey or whatever, it doesn't really work anymore. People just want to hang out and they want to enjoy my company and have a good time with me. I'm down for that. Like I said, as I get older, I have to change my content up. It can't just be the same formula forever. But at the same time, I am still going to cover games. I'm still going to have fun. It's just going to be different. Instead of it being, hey, Phil picks one game and is committed to beating it from start to finish, it's going to be Phil picks a game, we try it. If it works, great. If not, on to something else that works. We don't have to keep going through every game and toughing through games you guys don't like and then end up having to play through everyone's bored and the attendance is down and everyone's annoyed. I'd much rather do things you guys want. Really. I mean, tonight, I am just hanging out with all of you. 250 viewers on YouTube. I bet we have our usual attendance over on Kick. Let's see. I don't even know how many we have. I never really look over there. We have over 100 viewers on Kick. And by the way, this is with the new decline in viewership because YouTube doesn't count ad block anymore. So I have almost 400 viewers just shooting the shit with you guys. That's awesome. If I was sitting here grinding at a video game, I'd probably have half that attendance. So, again, it's not that I'm going to quit games or anything, but to be quite honest, I like chilling. I do. And I think this is going to become more prominent and more interesting the older I get, and we talk about different topics and the like, Jade, how are you tonight? He says, Gambit comes out in Marvel Rivals tomorrow. Cool. I'm glad that the game that you like is getting active updates, has a healthy community, and you keep getting free content for it. That's awesome, man. Let's see here. There you go. Someone tipped $1.50. Said, you are up there, right next to Julius Caesar, as one of the most influential men in history. Thank you. I thought so. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it was either going to be Julius Caesar or Pauly Shore. It was going to be one of those two that I was going to be most compared to. I'll take the Caesar. That's a good one. I'll take the Caesar comparison, though. Captain, it sounds like you are addicted to the latest Pokemon game. You're playing it like crazy. That's good that you're enjoying it. ST Chargers, I have tried Habit Burger. We have a Habit Burger out here. They're pretty good in person, but my wife and I tried ordering them twice for a delivery, and they were terrible. The food showed up wrong twice, and we were like, what is going on? Because when you're there, if they screw up your order, obviously you can get it fixed. But I had it fresh in person. I agree. The Habit Burger is good. You get nice charred burgers, delicious flavor. The sides are good too. I'll 100% be in agreement with you there. But that's why you don't never ever see me order it for delivery, because it never shows up right. Did I ever see anyone flip their shit at a Waffle House? No. I've only been to Waffle House like once. It was when I was in Atlanta, Georgia for a fighting game tournament. Final round, I believe it was. And I went in there with my friends. I don't think I got any food. I think they were hungry, but I had eaten somewhere else. So I just went in there and hung out with them. And there was no fighting when I was there. Keep in mind, this was like mid-2000s. So I don't know if the violence has increased since then. I have no idea. What is my favorite horror film? That's a tough question. When I was growing up, I didn't watch horror films when I was young. Okay, I wasn't allowed. I had an introduction to horror through comedy, meaning like Ghostbusters. Like that was a movie I watched a lot when I was a kid, and it has horror elements in it. Some of the ghosts actually are quite scary. So that was kind of my introduction to real horror. And then later on, I started watching things like the slasher movies, like Friday the 13th and, that kind of stuff. All throughout, I'd say like the 90s. Okay. But even then, you know, I liked it, but I wasn't like in love with it. Oh, you know, another one that I watched, Gremlins. I actually was allowed to watch Gremlins as a kid, which is weird because Gremlins is an actual scary ass movie. There's violence, there's gore. I mean, the mother literally takes a gremlin and puts it in the blender and chops it up and puts one in the microwave and it explodes. It's actually very gory. But I saw that as a kid. I saw that a lot. So my exposure to horror was kind of weird. A lot of people will just start seeing horror movies like right away. I didn't. I saw like this weird ease into it. But then I became a fan of it. And in the 90s, I basically like loved watching all the Friday the 13th, the Nightmare on Elm Streets, the Halloweens and stuff like that. And then, of course, there was my introduction to Japanese horror in the early 2000s when I saw The Ring. The original version, the American version of The Ring, okay, scared the living shit out of me because I had never seen anything like that before. I didn't know Japanese horror existed. I literally had nightmares for like a week fucking straight. I couldn't sleep soundly because I kept having nightmares about The Ring. It was that bad. But like, do I actually have a standout favorite horror movie? Probably not. Every once in a while, I like just going on one of these video services, search for horror, it'll bring up like all the series. Like, oh man, I gotta watch A Nightmare today. I gotta watch Jason impale a few people today. You know, that's the kind of stuff. I don't really have a favorite, I wouldn't say, from over time. You know, and then during the 2000s, when the Saw series started, that was a whole different kind of horror, right? That ended up being like the slasher horror kind of stuff. And that was another different genre. Not slasher horror, excuse me. The body horror, trap horror, that kind of stuff. Got worse, like Hostel and shit like that. I'd actually never seen Hostel. I've heard Hostel is, not a very good watch because of the level of torture stuff in it. Vietnamese Comrade says, I miss DSP versus the internet. It was a fun ride. I liked doing it. It was one of the most fun things I did because I never knew what I was going to watch. And on any given week, you know, you could be exposed to interesting stuff from all over the internet and learn different things. It worked for like 6 months. It actually went really well. But then the show just fell off like a lot of things, you know, like it gets too common. I did it weekly and maybe that was my mistake. Maybe I should have done it like every other week instead of every week, or maybe do it like only for special occasions, like maybe once a month or something, because it became so prominent that then, it just wasn't special anymore. People didn't like it because it was too boring. It's the same topics every week. Yeah, well, the same people are posting the videos up. So, but I did enjoy doing it, you know, for the 2 years that I did it. And maybe we would bring it back at some point, maybe as a limited series. We could do that. Or we could do a long form react at some point. I would be down for that. I don't know if people would like it or not, though. That's true, too. SD Charger says the private reacts that you did were the best. I still go back and watch mine sometimes. I loved doing those. Again, I got exposed to new topics, new things that I didn't even know about existed. It was actually fascinating doing the DSP versus the internet stuff. I really liked doing it. And then the private reacts hand in hand with that. The topics that people picked for me and stuff. I had never even heard a single piece of music from The Weeknd until someone had me watch and react to like 5 music videos by The Weeknd. I didn't know about this particular awesome anime. And then I watched it for the first time. I was like, oh my God, that anime is like crazy good, you know? King Gabriel, $5 super chat. Let's go ahead and get the goal out of the way. Always down for a good chill hangout stream. I feel we haven't seen Jasper in a bit. He was just here the other day, and he was on camera the whole day, too. Like he jumped on the chair during the podcast, and he was crawling all over me when I was trying to play Pokemon. You just got to catch it on the right days. Typically, early week is when he's usually in the office more. It's rare if you'll catch him on another stream later in the week or a marathon, but usually early week is when he's in here. Because those are the days that my wife always has like the same shift is earlier in the week. And then her other shifts are usually sporadic. And so she's here sometimes, she's not here sometimes. So thank you, King Gabriel, for $5. And indeed, just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we just hit a goal here on the late stream of DSP's Chill with Phil. Autumn edition. Let's go. Thank you guys for supporting my content. Thanks for chilling with me here tonight. We still have over an hour left. The night is young. I haven't even finished my first drink yet, and we already hit the goal. Man, I just gotta say, I'm so broke. I'm just doing so poorly. And I just sit here with no contributions every single stream, and I just can't get over it. I'm so upset with all of you. Oh, wait, that's what the rest of the internet is saying, because they don't actually watch my content because they're brain-dead fucking stupid mouth droolers. Okay, thank you guys so much tonight for your positivity and your support. I appreciate you all being here. We do have some more serious topics to talk about later, such as what we're going to play next week. We have to determine what new games will be in the rotation next week. And then if we get to it, talk about Black Friday's event as well. But, you know, I'm liking the vibe right now, the more casual vibe, the chill vibe. We're at 4 out of 10 goals hit, 6 goals to go. For DSP Tries It, the new fried turkey Thanksgiving sandwich and apple pie shake from Arby's. That's the next one. I mean, it's so early, it's a possibility. Maybe we'll have a double goal night tonight. That'd be amazing. That would help make up for yesterday, because last night we didn't hit the goal because the freaking Tormented Souls 2 game crapped out on us. We couldn't do the puzzle, and then we got hard locked. So, hey, hitting a double goal tonight would be amazing, but I'm not going to sit here and press you on it. All right, thank you guys. Jade says, how is the booze? It's good. This is the flavor I like. Actually, later, the second drink, I'm going to try the raspberry flavor. That one is the one I didn't have yet. I'm hoping the raspberry flavor is sweet. I'm seriously hoping it's not tart like the blueberry was, because I like blueberries, but I like sweet blueberries, not really tart blueberries. But they seem to put the tart flavor into the ciders for some reason. I don't know why. I never played a Def Jam game. No, I did not. I've never played a Def Jam game before. Should I type in the kick chat again? Here we go. Now you guys can tag me again. Love the people who say that I'm the one who copes. Literally in kick chat, all they're saying is, oh yeah, all his contributions are fake tonight. I actually mean this sincerely. I mean this very truthfully and matter-of-factly. I have never faked a contribution whatsoever on any stream I have ever done whatsoever. Every contribution is real. Now, I'm not saying there aren't assholes who charge me back. I'm not saying that. That does happen from time to time where you get morons who will actually charge it back, and then you got to fight it or whatever, right? Also, I'm not saying that I get every dollar you see. Just because there's a tip that comes in doesn't mean I keep all of that. There's fees involved, you know what I mean? But every single tip that I call out, every single thing that I shout out is real. But they don't want to believe that over there.
Is he rubbing his hair?
Because they want to believe that I'm a failure and all that their narrative that they've literally invented is true. It's none of it's true.
Even if you have even if you had $10 million right now, you would still be a failure. Because listen to you, you're a fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking like what?
Is there any chance I would play Final Fantasy 15 again? No. Absolutely not. The game is too boring. I'm not playing that again. I was bored to tears. Yes, Fallout Season 2 is New Vegas coming up. I'm excited for that next month. In about just a month, right? Yeah, that should be fun. I've never played D&D, so I don't know if I would like it or not. I don't know much about it. Hojo got Mojo, good evening. How are you? Good to see you. Why did I skip Bart's Raiders? Because it's nothing like anything that I would play. It's an extraction shooter. It's based on repetition. It's based on looting. And it's just not the style of game that I would ever play at all. I'm not into that kind of game. You know, the thing is, am I a variety creator and streamer? Yes, I am. That doesn't mean that every single type of game is for me. You're not going to see me try new RTS games. You're not going to see me play, you know, extraction shooters. You're not going to see me play, sim games for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Anything that requires skill,
there are a variety
you
of
will
games
not see him play.
It's not going to be every one. And this one,
for Phil to play it, it has to be dead
I would like
easy.
it for a moment. I'd probably try it, learn some of the mechanics before
No skill required.
There's people who like that kind of
no challenge
whatsoever.
Shit. I don't.
You know, why do I like Call of Duty? Because
He
in
needs
Call
a
of Duty, I
game
can
he can
run
look
in,
off to the
I
side
can have a silly fun, zany
and
fun.
still
I can
win.
easily mix it up.
That's what he
change my
needs.
loadout, play completely differently, right? You guys can challenge me to do kill streaks and things like that. A game like Arc Raider seems like it's like a serious time sink. You got to invest time in learning all the loops of where to go and where do you do the looting and what this and that. I don't care. It's not all that serious to me. It seems like there is a huge audience for that. The PC-centric FPS audience. They love it, right? That's not me. Like, I play games on PC now, but I'm not part of that audience, you know? Velocity says, Arc Raiders is feeling like the Helldivers crap again. It's all bandwagon stuff, and it could be. And again, there's nothing wrong with Helldivers either. I played Helldivers for a bit. I played it for a month on and off, and then I got bored and never played it again. Even though they've added new content or whatever, I have no desire to ever go back and play Helldivers 2. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I'm just saying it's just not for me to invest a lot of time in, you know?
Because it requires skill. Because
I got
requires
confused by Final Fantasy 15 and 16.
skill.
Oh, you're right. Well, why would you
That's
want me to
why.
replay 15? Because someone said they wanted me to replay Final Fantasy 15. Why? I did everything in that game. I actually did like a completionist style playthrough, remember? I did all the optional dungeons. I killed the giant adamantoids. I did like every possible thing. I thought that playthrough was great. What, you thought it wasn't good? Jade says, I would like to see more My Side. Yeah, My Side was a shockingly interesting game. When we played it on Halloween, I was going into that expecting I was not going to like it at all. I was actually like starting to really like it, and then the demo ended. So that would be one. I think it's cheap too. So if you guys ever wanted to actually see me try that game and actually buy it, I probably would. But the thing is, the bummer is you got to redo the intro. That's another like hour we have to play again. That sucks that you have to do the intro again. Maybe we could like rush through it if possible. Slayer would like a remake of Final Fantasy IX with full voice acting. I want Final Fantasy 4 and 6 to get the Final Fantasy 7 remake treatment. Because the thing is, Final Fantasy 7 remake, like, how can I explain? The reason they did Final Fantasy 7 remake is because Final Fantasy 7 became a cultural phenomenon, but it was for the wrong reasons. Don't get me wrong, Final Fantasy 7 is a fine game. But the reason 7 did so well, sales-wise, and became this giant dynamo is very simple. It was on PS1 and it was 3D. That was the era when all of the classic games were being basically upgraded to full 3D with polygons. Final Fantasy 4, 5, 6 are great games, and they did very well on Super Nintendo. But just because 7 went to CDs, had stereo quality audio and CD quality music, and had the polygons, literally people went apeshit for it. To be honest, I don't really like the story that much. I like the gameplay elements of the game. I don't think it's horrible. Like, I used to hate it. Now I don't hate it anymore. But I just don't think it's that good. I think people give Final Fantasy VII way too much credit because it was the first 3D Final Fantasy. In regards to, like, them making more games in the future, dude, 4 and 6 are better plots. 4 and 6, the plots are really good. 4 has this crazy twist where the character starts off almost like a dark character who just does everything he's told, and then he has a crisis of conscience, goes against what he's told by his government, and basically becomes a traitor. Then he gets forced to basically abandon his government and has to become like a redemption arc where he loses all his dark powers and becomes a light paladin. And then he discovers all the real things going on in the world, like become, truth to him. And he's like, oh shit, we got to fight this thing that's been going on all this time. And I was a part of it. I didn't even realize it. Final Fantasy VI is wild. It starts off as a evil empire versus like rebellion, almost like a Star Wars plot line. But then halfway through, the plot completely flips on its head. The world is destroyed. And now you're in a post-apocalyptic game where everything from the first half of the game has been changed. And it's just wild. It's crazy. Biggest cast of characters like ever in an RPG. Why are those games always like put on the shelf? Why are those games put over here? And oh, Final Fantasy VII. What about fucking Final Fantasy VII? What about it actually stood out besides it was 3D? I want to know. Or, okay, let's be honest. Because Tifa is the anime chick, and everyone liked anime in the late 90s, bro. So, you know, anime chick, everyone, yeah. Give me a fucking break. You know, just because the characters were actually better written and more interesting in the previous games, but they weren't stupid anime chick style. Oh, so that by default made Final Fantasy VII better? No, it didn't. It actually pissed me off because I remember playing Final Fantasy VII and saying, this game is fine, but I actually thought, like, the other one's better. Are we ever going to go back to that formula? And they never did. They actually never did. 8, I hated 8. I never played 9. 10 is good, but not amazing. 12, 11 was an MMO. 12, I stopped playing. I was so bored. I never went back to it. So that's the point I'm making here is I think that Final Fantasy 4 and 6, if remade, would actually be better than 7. But the problem is, will we ever see that? Probably not. It takes them so long to make these games. And then on top of that, 7 Part 2 didn't even do that well. They actually were very disappointed with the sales of 7 Part 2. They already confirmed they are finishing the trilogy. There will be a 7 Part 3 to finish it, even though 2 didn't do so well. But, you know, I don't think they're ever going to do it again. I think this was it. This is a one-time attempt to see if it could work. And I don't think that they'll ever pull this again. That's it. It's just going to be the 7 trilogy, and then they're just on to newer games, and that's it. No, I've already said this before. I'm not really interested in Digimon. I know that people are basically saying this Digimon game, story game that came out is great, but I just don't care. It's like there's so much gaming culture that goes on, right? And I feel like you can only invest yourself into so much of it. If I'm going to be invested in Pokemon, I'm going to play the new Pokemon games and stuff when they came out, then I'm probably not going to also be interested in Digimon. You got to like pick which ones you're going to be into. So for me, it's like, yeah, I don't think so. I don't think I'm interested in Digimon. No, I never played Ultimate Spider-Man. I played, what was it? I played 2 Spider-Man games back in the day. I did a summer of Spider-Man because there was a Spider-Man movie coming out. And I can't remember which ones they were. They were the older ones. They were PlayStation era, like older PlayStation era Spider-Man games. But I don't think I ever played Ultimate Spider-Man, no. Yes, I tried Battlefield. I'm playing Call of Duty. You saw how long Battlefield lasted, right? Like, for me, if I'm going to play a competitive military-style shooter, it's got to be one that's going to be engaging for the audience, quick for me, that I can interact with you guys, but also put on a show. You can't do that with Battlefield, so that was it. It lasted, what, 3 streams? Wow, that was worth it, huh? So what I mean, like, would I play Battlefield and Call of Duty and Arc Raiders and another shooter all at once? Fuck no. That's just, it's too much of the same. Same thing. I'm not going to play a Digimon game, a Pokemon game, all at the same time. It's not going to work. It's too much of the same, you know? You got to pick and choose. It's like what happened with Street Fighter 6 is I played it for a year, then I dropped it to play Tekken, then I dropped Tekken to go back to Street Fighter. You know, I can't be juggling 2, 3, 4 of the same genre. It's too much. Scrapper A-Wolf doing a $2 super chat saying, you think Final Fantasy VI was obscure always made me laugh. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Me thinking Final Fantasy VI was obscure? I don't even understand what that means at all. If you can elaborate, you don't have to super chat to elaborate again. Just tag me in chat. I don't know what you mean by that. I always loved Final Fantasy VI. I thought it was the best of the series, quite frankly. No, I haven't heard of a game called Death Road to Canada that plays like Oregon Trail but has zombies. Never heard of it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't ever remember saying that Final Fantasy VI was an obscure game that no one heard of. I always said it was great. It was great at the time. It was one of the big RPGs of the SNES era, for sure. For sure, it was very prominent. That and Chrono Trigger, everyone talked about back then too. Those were the two SNES games. There were some that were on Genesis as well. Like what was it, Phantasy Star, I think. Whatever. There was like a whole series on that was Genesis exclusive, and then there was SNES exclusive, and those were like the two big RPGs of the time, depending on which console you had. Thank you to Haj. There's no way I can pronounce your name. He says, been quietly watching since 2009. I want to say I'm happy that you're still doing your thing. I'm glad I'm still doing my thing. I'm happy I'm doing it too. Thanks for the sentiment. It was Phantasy Star. I was right? Okay. Cool. I've never had a sweet potato pie. I don't know if I would like sweet potato pie. Yeah, Breath of Fire I was aware of. I always saw Breath of Fire at like Blockbuster to rent, but I never actually played Breath of Fire, so I can't really comment on that series. Never played Jade Empire. Nope. Never played Jade Empire before. Again, another one I'm aware of, but I wasn't playing games actively during that era, so I never played one. What's up, TX Shooter? Good evening. Good to see you. What's on the Thanksgiving menu this year? A turkey breast roast that will likely marinate. I don't know what we're going to marinate it in or dry rub it, but we're going to do something to it special. We're going to have some stuffing. We're going to have some cranberry sauce. We're going to have some kind of potato. I don't know if it'll be like a mashed potato, if it'll be like a sweet potato we bake and put stuff on. And some kind of like a casserole, probably like a veggie casserole, like maybe green bean casserole, something like that. And just some like rolls and butter, probably our spread. And it's going to be all homemade stuff this year. All my wife making it all. I've heard of Hypercharge Unboxed. That's the one where it's a bunch of action figures. It was big last year, I believe. Didn't it come out like late last year and actually got some notoriety and people were talking about it? I don't know why we never got around to it. That would have been a game for like a Christmas marathon. Probably would have been great. But I don't know. We just didn't play it. Well, Microsoft Flight Sim, we did play. We played it last year when it was new. And we actually very much enjoyed it for about a month and a half, 2 months there. But the thing with Microsoft Flight Sim is, what happens is everyone wants to go to the big notable spots, right? Everyone go to Paris, France. Go to New York City. Fly over your house. Go to Niagara Falls. Go to the Grand Canyon, right? Go to the Mount Fuji in Japan and stuff like that. And then once you've done that, then there's more obscure places that they want you to go. But then once you've done all that, it's like, well, where do you go now? You know, and then you're like, and then there's really not consensus. Then all of a sudden, once you've done the big things, people aren't as interested anymore. And then it just kind of loses its luster. It was fun. Don't get me wrong. It was fun. Nice chill nights that we did. But, you know, it only lasts like a few weeks. And you kind of like, well, we kind of seen all this stuff, right? All the notable stuff anyway. Would I consider streaming some of the classic Pokemon games? I don't know the availability of classic Pokemon games to stream. That might be a problem. Like, most Pokemons were handhelds. Up until the era of Switch, actually, most Pokemon games were handhelds. So how would I play them? Are they available on a digital marketplace emulated on a Nintendo console? I wouldn't even know how to go about playing them, even if you guys were interested in seeing me do like older Pokemon games. I don't know. Thank you, Omega Man, for $2. He says, what's it like being so awesome? I don't know. I don't know, because as you guys know, everyone says I'm not self-aware, so I don't know. I can't answer that question. Because I'm just not conscious of being awesome. I'm just, you know, I just bumble through life like an oaf. Barely making do. I Climax and Climax did a $5 super chat saying, why not acknowledge Kick Chat more? It seems like they try to support. They get annoyed from being ignored. I am literally shouting out when they tag me, as long as it's not something that's incredibly stupid. So I'm doing my best. And I did actually get some good topics out of there, but that was earlier. It's not like I only heavily focus on the YouTube side, but the YouTube side gives me a lot more significant positive questions that I can answer well, that is more entertaining to answer, quite frankly. Like, for example, we have, can we get a vegan barbecue DSP tries it next? No. And do you like zombie-based games? I have at some points, like back in the day, games like Left 4 Dead, Walking Dead was good, but zombies aren't really the rage anymore, so I don't really think about zombies anymore. There you go. I answered the questions from Kick. Do you see my point? We're done. These aren't like in-depth topics where I can give detailed answers and we get a lot out of it. See? Let's see here. World Weather Authority has tipped me $2 and says, I've been following since the original Skyrim playthrough. I still get some good laughs from those videos. They get me through a rough time in my life, so God bless. Well, thank you. I'm glad to hear that because, you know, as I'm getting older, I'm getting more of this sentiment. I'm getting people who come by and they're like, you know, I actually used to watch you back in the day when you were actually like well-known and prominent and people didn't just fucking talk shit about you all day for no reason. And, you know, you were actually a big part of my formative years and you were a free source of entertainment. And thank you for that. You know, I'm older now. I just want to say thanks. Here's a few bucks. I appreciate that. You know, I do. I appreciate that. It's very nice to know that there's people who come full circle, right? They were a fan of mine. They stopped being a fan of mine to move on with their own lives, but now they've come back later in life and they're like, oh, I'm back. This is awesome that you're still here. See, and then I ignore questions like this. How do you deal with ingrown hairs and sensitive skin? Do I look like a skin fucking expert? Do I look like someone who's a dermatologist? So why would you ask me that question? I don't. I suffer with it like everyone else. I'm a hairy guy. I get pimples a lot. Like, for example, just this week, okay, I said this week I'm going to shave every other day. That way, I'll look more smooth on camera. I'll look better. I started doing it. By the middle of the week, my entire neck had broken out with acne. Just because I wanted to shave more. I have terrible skin and there's nothing I can do about it. I wash like everyone else. I do the stuff you're supposed to do. I've just always had terrible skin. Do I get ingrown hairs sometimes? Yes, I do. They're insanely annoying. What are you going to do? You just deal with it, right? Until it goes away. I don't go to the dermatologist and pay tons of money. I just put up with it. I'm a dude. I just put up with it till it goes away. Super Gaming Lagoon with another $2.79 super chat says, love you, big bro. Thank you. Super Gaming Lagoon. I appreciate that. Probably about $2 to support. Honestly, it's probably a little less than that, but it's fine. But anyway, that's why I'm not shaved today, because I have been trying to shave every other day, and then all of a sudden the acne broke out, and I was like, well, I'll give it an extra day. I'll probably shave tomorrow. Alex from Phoenix says, since 2013, a fond memory of you was playing WWE 2014, trying to end the streak with CM Punk. It was a fun video. Yeah, because he cheated. There was no way to end the streak. He just cheated so much. It was ridiculous. He couldn't end the streak. The game was just insane. Absolutely insane. Well, IMAX and Climax, I don't know what you're talking about there. It could be some kind of a negative reference, but thanks for $5. I don't know. The moderator already scooped him up. I didn't even know what he was saying. Okay. I'm just about to finish my cider. I'm going to go get the other one, which is, I want to try the raspberry flavor and see what that's like. What we should do for the second half here, we absolutely now should figure out what I'm going to play next week. Because now we've hung out for like an hour. We've had a good time, right? We got to figure out next week what to put into the rotation. Excuse me. Belching from the carbonation. Because next week, we're only going to have Pokemon, Call of Duty, and Truck Sim as regulars in the rotation. That's it. So we could bring back a game like Super Mario Galaxy 2. We could start doing a horror game. We could do something completely different. Like someone had suggested me doing a night stream and trying out Baby Steps, see if it's any fun. We could do like any of those things, but we really do need to talk about it because I don't want to go into the week with only one day planned and then no one knows what the hell's going on. You know me, I told you, I'm the guy who likes to have everything laid out with a nice schedule so people know when to show up, so they can see what they want to see and not miss stuff they want to be there for. So we got to figure that out. Dominic with a $20 super chat tonight. It's good to see you, Dominic. He says, I still remember your first Dark Souls playthrough. Watching it now, dive into something like Silksong with so much ease has been a cool evolution. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when I started on YouTube, 100% I was a bumbling oaf. I was out of gaming for such a long time. I had only been doing Street Fighter. Like no exaggeration, I was a Street Fighter competitive player for like 10 years. I missed the entire PlayStation, late PS1, most of the PS2, original Xbox, and GameCube era of games. I didn't really get back into console gaming until PS3, Xbox 360. So I had been so out of the loop that I sucked at everything. Like literally any game I touched, I was like a babe in the woods, I don't know what's going on, And so you see me try to play anything difficult. Oh my God. You remember how staunchly against difficult games I was back then? That I wanted more casualized games, easier games. I didn't want to play anything challenging. When I did, I was like, I don't know about that. That's why I actually didn't play Dark Souls 1 right away. People were telling me it was hard, but they wanted me to play. I was like, nah, I'll skip it. And then I ended up playing it because people were like pestering me to play it. And of course I sucked at it. I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I was a moron. Today, now, after 17 plus years as a YouTuber playing all these games, pretty much anything you throw at me, I can learn. It's just a matter of, do I want to, right? Like there's some games I'm going to enjoy more than others. And if I see something as just cumbersome right from the get-go, slow moving, annoying, I would tend to probably not like it as much as something that maybe is a little bit more engrossing right at the beginning. So, but you're right. In a game like Silksong, right? So here's a game, Metroidvania, very challenging. Everyone knows it. Everyone says this is going to be like the most challenging Metroidvania ever made. I'm going into it playing very few Metroidvanias. I played the classic Castlevanias. I played the classic Metroid games back in the day. I played half of Symphony of the Night, never finished it. I maybe played like one of the mobile Castlevanias at one point, the ones on like Game Boy Advance or whatever. I played the more modern Castlevanias. Yeah, I played Metroid Prime 1. I played Metroid Dread. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not a Metroidvania guy. But because I have played so many games, so many difficult, challenging ones, all the FromSofts and the other things, you know what I'm saying? The ones that are similar. It's easier for me now to walk into a difficult game and kind of get it after a little bit. To me, it wasn't really a huge leap. The hardest part of Silksong for me was getting used to having that level of control needed to succeed. That level of difficult platforming or dodging perfectly around the bosses and attacking.
His
Do you want to know the
takes
truth?
are so
The Mega Man
bad.
marathons this year
He has the
absolutely
worst
helped me to get
takes,
ready
bro.
for Silksong. Because I hadn't played difficult fights like that in ages in
I
the
haven't
game.
played any
and I played all
Metroidvanias.
those games within
Proceeds to name
January
20
and the 2 in
Metroidvanias
August.
he's
It got
played.
me ready for the
Dude,
tough shit in Silksong. I'm glad I did that.
Way to contradict yourself in the
But
same
yeah,
fucking
like,
sentence,
you're
dude.
right. Back in the day, if I had tackled a game like Silksong, I never would have beat it. Are you shitting me? I probably would have made it a third into the game, raged, and just quit and never played again. But now,
I swear to God, if I saw Phil in real life,
17 years, the
oh,
evolution
dude.
of me
Straight to the
absorbing
face,
all
bro.
of this knowledge
I don't
and
even care.
experience from the other difficult games I've played, and being
I
able
don't
to
care.
jump into a game like
What am I gonna do? A
Silksong
couple days
with no
in jail?
prerequisite knowledge of the series because I
I'll
only
take that.
played like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes of the original Hollow Knight, and then being able to adapt. And it was fun. Man, Silksong was such a good
Actually, fuck
experience.
that. I'm not getting
I am
caught, bro.
so happy that you guys convinced me to play it like that. And thank you so much to everyone who supported it and let me enjoy it, because that was by far one of the most refreshing, interesting games I've played in many, many years. Really. I hope that one day, maybe next year I could play original Hollow Knight. I hope there's expansions. I hope they continue the series. That was very, very rewarding game. NJB with a $5 super chat. How many PlayStation trophies do you have? Is that something you keep track of? No. Only way I would ever know that is when we boot up the PlayStation 5 rarely, and I look at it. I don't really track that stuff. The only era when I ever really cared about trophies or achievements was the Xbox 360 era. Because when I first became a YouTuber back then, I played almost every game on my Xbox 360. And when I did, I accrued an insane amount of gamer points within like 2-3 years. Like I went from like, 10,000 to like 120 something thousand. It was wild how it's just exponentially increased because I played everything on Xbox 360. And of course I was playing an insane amount of games back then too. And it was notable. People were like, whoa, Phil is a prominent YouTuber. He's known to be one of the bigger YouTubers for this kind of improv commentary. And look at how many points he has. It's insane when he turns on his Xbox, right? But after a while, I just stopped caring. Notably, that era when everyone went from Xbox 360 and started playing on PS4 instead. The whole Xbox One debacle that people just didn't like the console. The achievement points just didn't really matter that much anymore. And then it's like, well, to be honest, it's easier to track achievement points because it's just one quantifiable number, as opposed to the trophy system on PlayStation is how many bronzes, how many silvers, how many golds, how many platinums. Then they added a number, your overall number level, that who knows what that means. It just became so like not easily quantifiable anymore that I stopped caring. So during the PS4 time, I stopped tracking or caring about any kind of that stuff. And I haven't really cared since. Like right now, I couldn't tell you how many achievement points I have. Let me take a look. I'm going to open the Xbox app and let's see what it says. Let's see here. How do I even tell? How do I even tell? I actually don't know. Where is it on here? Install, home. If I click on my profile, my rewards, settings, view profile. 182,330 gamer points on my Xbox account, which is insanely long running. I created this account when Xbox 360 launched. So that's how long I've had it.
Hey, Bulger, how are you?
And, it's weird because, like I said, I had over 100,000 points within that Xbox 360 era. But then, because I stopped focusing on just exclusive Xbox games, now it's all over the place. Like, I earned 30 points in Outer Worlds 2, 585 in Silksong, 240 in Ninja Gaiden 4, 30 in My Friendly Neighborhood, 620 in Call of Duty, 665 in Gears of War Reloaded. See, it's random. Blueprints I played over 60 hours of, I only earned 180 points. Clear Obscure 490, Doom the Dark Ages 670. How the hell did I get 670 points in Doom the Dark Ages? I have no clue. But yeah, so I don't really track this stuff anymore. I just let it ride, and if I earn a bunch of points, great. It's not like you do anything with them anyway. But, at one point, they were a braggable thing. Like, you would brag about how many gamer points you had, and then I just stopped caring when I started playing on PlayStation. I'll be right back. Get my second drink. This one will be raspberry flavored to try. And then let's figure out what we're doing next week. Let's talk about that next so we don't forget about it. We really need to lock in and say, here's the games I'm going to play next week, okay? I'll be right back.
Pledge to pain. Pledge to pain. Pledge to pain. 10 years of my hard work trying to raise funds within the next several months to pay my taxes. These fucking trolls financially fuck me over every single fucking year.
It's not my fault. I see that for my nigga.
Everything was right, everything correct. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. Everything was right, everything correct. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong.
back. Pull out your fucking car. Yeah, I'm fucking black. Run that shit back. Grab your balls. Swivel them around. Grab your cock. Swivel them around. You're just walking around with two nuts swinging in a cock. And you don't even realize what you got.
Did he fake tips? Yeah, probably. I don't know.
You serve no purpose, nigga. Wasting time.
Apparently.
Black spook in the mirror. You feel me? Obsessing over another man you never met. Black crispy sweat. Beat me in a sense. Soon as I hop on way. Niggas using it, medicates on yet. Okay. It's not my fault. I see ass on my nigga.
Shockingly, I didn't lose a ton of viewers. You guys stuck around. Cool. Raspberry flavored Cosmic Crisp cider from Two Town Cider House. Pink color. But I just hope it's sweet. Like, I really hope it's sweet. Okay. Smells like a raspberry flavor, and it does smell a little sweeter. Okay. That's pretty good. That's better than the blueberry. Oh, yeah. That has a distinct raspberry flavor, and it's on the sweeter side. Much better. So I like the raspberry, and I like the Cosmic Crisp apple. I don't like the blueberry. Okay, cool. All right. So let's talk, folks. First off, I can't even install Black Ops 7. I tried, and it says it's already installed, and I'm like, oh, is that because I had already
That's all.
played the beta?
Usually
I think so. I think it's the
like,
same exact client, and all that happens is once the game
8
goes
to 4,
live,
9 to 6, or something like that.
then
I've been doing that for a couple months now.
it'll say, "Oh, do you want to like install, Black Ops 7?" Because I already have it
I
installed.
almost got evicted from my apartment, but
maybe I don't think I can really install it.
I was able to get a
ahead of
job
time.
just in time.
It's that stupid
to
game hub
not get
thing, and then they
evicted.
say, "Oh, what game do you want to play?" or whatever, right?
And
So tomorrow
still
we're playing
catching
Black
up
Ops
on
7
that.
all
I
day,
still have
2
like
streams.
$1,000
There
in my
will not
rent.
be a podcast.
Catching up slowly.
We'll hang out for like a half an hour, and then we'll get right into it. Tomorrow is
That's
all
what
about
I'm
that
doing.
grind of unlocking the early weapons, getting the custom classes unlocked, getting some attachments for
you?
some of
What
the
are you
early
doing?
weapons. I want to get the melee class unlocked, because that's cool. I like doing
Well,
the
I don't
melee
have any
stuff,
money
but it takes a
yet.
while to get the build
But
for
once
it.
I catch up on rent,
I feel like the
I
entire
might
first
have
stream
some
will be
money.
that. And it's gonna be tough because
But,
number one, everyone's
it's
gonna
nice
be playing, and
having
the
a
connections
roof
might not
over
be
my
very
head.
good because it's the first day. You might actually have a lot of lag and issues. I guess we'll have to see. But hoping for the best. And then the night stream, I'm hoping, will be a bit better when it comes to the unlocks and stuff. Because I've already had everything unlocked. Maybe I'll start to actually play with certain classes and stuff and do a little better. I guess we'll see. But here's the funny part. Today I played Pokemon, right? Insane amounts of engagement and support. Tonight we're just hanging out on this stream. Good attendance, engagement, and support. Will this carry over to tomorrow? I'm starting to question, when I'm just playing games isn't really engaging that much anymore. It depends on the game, I guess. But yeah, I'm curious what'll happen with Call of Duty tomorrow. Will people actually show up and hang out with me all day? Or will people only show up for the first stream? Or will people get bored when they realize the early streams are me just grinding to
Aren't we
unlock
all?
stuff? I can't do the fun stuff yet. Like, I'm curious how it's going to go. Like, for example, Jade just
Everybody
say, I hope
except
you'll play
Philip
with that gun.
is
There is
short
a
on
triple
money.
barrel sniper rifle that actually like warms up like a chain gun, a minigun, where you look down the sight and it starts to warm up. And if someone walks into the line of sight, it starts firing and it kills them instantly. But it has a warm up. It's not an instant fire gun. So it's unique. How long will it take me to unlock that? I unlocked it in the beta after like 2 streams, but how long will it actually take to do it in the real game? Can we get to that right away? Can we get to fun guns like that right away? Or it will take forever? I hope I don't have to stream 4 streams to get the melee classes unlocked to do it, because I want to do that variety style for you, I guess we'll have to see. So hopefully you guys will be here tomorrow all day to hang out with me. I'm off from streaming on Saturday. It's my day off for the week. On Sunday, there will be a podcast. And on Sunday, the podcast will cover the Fallout Season 2 trailer and the Super Mario Galaxy movie trailer, which I
bald.
wanted to
just
get
cut
to
my
this morning,
hair
but we got very
short.
distracted talking about other topics, so we
Not
didn't get to
bald. I have
them.
hair.
And of course, my
see?
initial thoughts on Call of Duty Black Ops 7 after having played it all day Friday. Then we're going to do another Black Ops 7 stream.
My
on the
hairline
day
is not
stream.
receding
I've decided
whatsoever.
that
Look.
Sunday night will be, excuse me,
All my hairlines, all there
Sunday
still.
night will be American Truck Simulator. All right. Why? Because after 3 straight streams of Call of Duty, I want to relax. I want to do something relaxing with you guys. So that's going to actually be Sunday night. Okay. Then Monday will be the return of Pokemon. And then Monday night, we will do something new. And now here's the question. What are we doing? What are we going to do Monday night? Let's talk about the options. Let's weigh and balance them and see what you guys are interested in. So here's the things that come to mind for me, okay? First off, we already have a game that we've started that we actually were doing pretty good in. It was a classic that has been ported to Switch 2. I never played it before, so it was my first exposure to it. I'm talking about Super Mario Galaxy 2. It was doing good. We had a regular crowd for it who would show up and engage and support. And it was, I think we're around halfway through, roughly. But we had to put it on hiatus. We ended up having so much to do in a short period of time. It was really that kind of like mid-September into mid-October time. It got very heavy with releases. And I basically had to put it on hiatus, which I know some people were upset with. But I mean, that was always the thing. It was supposed to be a filler playthrough. That wasn't going to be an ongoing one constantly, but we were going to bring it back when we had time. This could be the time. We could bring it back and see if people will get back into Mario Galaxy 2 or not. I don't know if they will. I hope you guys will, because I want to play it again. Like I said, I'm halfway through. I really enjoyed it. Seems like there's more interesting, challenging stuff coming up, but I need you guys to buy in and come back. I hope you will. All right. So that's option number 1. Option number 2. Okay. We could go back to some of the horror games that we had looked at in late October, notably because we can't play Tormented Souls 2 right now. It would make sense to put another horror game into the rotation, whether that's Poppy Playtime 2, 3, and 4, because there's 3 more chapters that we haven't played yet, and apparently people are saying each chapter is about 2 hours long. It could be continuing on with that game, My Friendly Neighborhood, which is the game where basically the Muppets of Sesame Street like got taken over and became sentient and went crazy, and we're doing crazy things, and you have to break into the studio and find out what's going on.
I am flattered.
We could play more of
so sweet.
My Side, like actually buy the game, get past the hour intro, and see when the game actually becomes heavy horror, where this, virtual video game anime girl is trying to murder you and stuff. That could be interesting. We could play more of No, I'm Not a Human, the game where it's supposed to be like monsters are coming out of the earth and you have to figure out if they're human or not, and they're imposters trying to get into your house to kill you. We could do more of that, okay? Or we could do Left 4 Dead 2, which all I need to do for that is tweak it a bit. The volume was way off, turn off the stupid voice communication so morons can't go in there and talk and say insulting things. But we could definitely do some runs in that and try to go through the various campaigns of Left 4 Dead 1 and 2, which would probably be very fun to do in 4K in 2025. I mean, keep going. Like, there was like 5 horror style games that we could play.
I didn't get my fucking food stamps.
All I think would be fun for streams. Okay?
I got them now,
or
so it's
on
fine.
the flip side of all of that, something completely different we haven't even addressed, indie games that we haven't touched in a long time. There's actually been a few indie games that have kind of broken out as viral hits. For example, Baby Steps, the game where you're like a fat dude and you can't walk, and it's one of those weird motion physics games where you have to try to keep yourself moving, but you fall and you turn into like a gelatinous blob and shit like that. Like, we could do that too. That's just a few of these suggestions.
Because every time he does, he makes more than when he plays a game.
And I'm down for any of those next
week.
But we really need to figure it out tonight so we can lock it in and say, okay, here's what we're going to do. Let's schedule it in. Let's give it a shot. If it works, great. If not, on to the next. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really want to figure this out tonight before we adjourn. So I'm curious. Let's take in some feedback from you guys.
He's so bad at games, and he makes games
What do
so
you guys
unbearable.
Because we'll probably do a poll here.
People would rather just
in a
listen
second,
to him
but I'm
talk.
curious, what do you think about those? Is there something else I'm not aware of? Let's see. Let's see here. We need more Not a Human. It's the most wanted game by a country mile. Please play Metal Gear Solid 1. It's the only game of the original trilogy you never redeemed yourself in. I'm waiting for them to remake it. Isn't the rumor that they're remaking it? Because I want to play it again, but it's not really accessible. I'd like to play it eventually again, but a better version, you know? Mods for Truck Sim. I mean, we're already playing Truck Sim once a week again. I really feel like that's too much to play it more than once a week. Just being honest. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't think I'm going to do Dispatch. There's a couple of reasons, okay? Number one, Dispatch is a very narrative-heavy game. I haven't really played those in a while, and the ones that I've played didn't work very well. I don't think Dispatch would work. I think you're going to have a lot of people complaining that it's boring. Just being honest,
it's going to be boring.
Number two, it's got YouTubers in it, and people are going to try to cause drama because there's YouTubers doing the voice acting, even though I probably wouldn't even know who they are.
What drama?
You know?
How can you cause drama?
And number three, I've heard that there's choices in the game that can lead to romantic things that a lot of people are saying are controversial, like there's like homosexual kisses and stuff. And
Oh no, two men kissing?
I'm at the age, I just don't want to deal with the drama shit anymore with games. I just don't.
What do you mean? Why is that drama?
I'm past it. When I play a game, I want to sit down and just enjoy the game for being a game. I don't want it to have to be some kind of a social commentary experience where now we're exposed to things that some people are upset about because they're in the game. And now we all got,
According to Phil, gay people can't be in games.
So I don't think I want to do it, to be honest. Like, just on those reasons alone.
That's crazy.
I don't think I want to fuck with the game just for it to be something that's just going to be more annoying than
How is the
anything
drama?
else.
I don't know. I have no clue.
Laconium, thank you for a $5 super chat tonight.
Gay people are drama, bro.
Hold on. Let me hit you with a gobble back. Gobble back to Meconium. There you go. Have your gobble back. There we go. Cool. Okay. Let's see. By the way, Bumblebee Farmer, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by tonight. Always good to see you on the stream. Am I ever going to play Ballad of Gay Tony? I think eventually, but we have to figure out the whole situation. The mods don't work with it. We tried messing with the mods,
but Gay
altering
Tony
the
is
mods.
fine.
It still didn't work. You know, we basically wasted 2 entire night streams trying to do it, and it didn't work. And I just got tired of messing with it. Maybe we'll get back to it at this point, but I think the whole Summer of GTA 4 thing got played out. We did it. We did the main game, and that's enough. What was the podcast called before the Level 1 podcast? The pre-stream podcast. I just called it the pre-stream podcast. Yep. And then before then, it wasn't even called a podcast. It was just called the pre-stream.
And he didn't even come up with the level 1. Keemstar did. That's what I mean when I said
Which really made no sense because
Phil has never had an original thought. He hasn't named any of his shows.
Before I gamed.
He hasn't named any of his marathons.
The pre-game. That would have made more sense.
Every single thing down to the name.
Have a good night, Vietnamese comrade.
Everything has
What's
been
up, King Michael?
Picked by other people, not original by him.
I played Schedule 1 very briefly. Didn't really get into it.
He does not have an original
I think we
bone in
originally
his
played
body.
it during a marathon.
He hasn't
was
had
gonna
an
do it like one
original
more
thought
time.
like
It never came
ever.
together. I don't
He
really care
can't.
about it. Most of
It's
these
like
virally
impossible.
popular games, I feel, they're good for a few minutes, and then who gives a shit? But
Which
that's
is
why
why
they're
he
virally
relishes in
popular
the
cheap
fact that
games
he's
because
on
you're not
level
meant to
1 because
invest
he
a ton of
knows
time into
that
them to begin with. Like, who
he's never
going
going to get off of level
You know?
1. He has no original thoughts or ideas, and he can't get off level 1. It's impossible for him. If he ever did, it would only be because somebody helped him. or
Why
told
not
him
used to
how.
only have artwork during the pre-stream? Well, a couple of reasons. You got to realize that back then, even
Yeah,
the face
the
cam
tune isn't
thing wasn't
his.
common. Like,
The intro,
there were
he
many
didn't
games that I
make.
used to stream that I never used face cam at all.
None of the
It was
art.
only saved for
He's
special
never
playthroughs such
nothing.
as
None
Dark Souls
of it.
or
hasn't made
narrative-based
any of
games where I
this.
wanted to like react to what was going on in the games or whatever. But for the most part, I wasn't doing constant face cam. And then eventually I did adopt constant face cam, but then I
Even the
didn't have it during
background,
the
it's
pre-stream.
Kino Casino.
Then eventually I had it on the
He
pre-stream.
stole
So it was like
everything.
a slow transition
Everything
to doing like
is
a
stolen.
full change to interactive content
Even the
where
way
I
he
hung out with you
acts.
guys and you could see me and talk to me at all
The
times.
slow
'cause
clapping,
originally my
stolen.
content wasn't like that. It was meant to be more on-demand video
Even the
focused.
begging,
You know what I'm
stolen.
saying? It was very different. Coming from that era of YouTube to this new era of interactions.
He's a bum.
So what do you think? What do you think of all the ideas? Or does anyone have a better idea? But what do you think? Like, for me, number one,
But
I do
this
want to
is
bring back.
exactly why he has these streams. What do you guys think? What should I call this?
I
What
do
should
want to
we
bring
do
back
for
Mario
this?
Galaxy too.
What should I do
I
for
do.
this?
I've been wanting to play it.
Hold my
I'm
hand.
craving it. It's a great
How
game.
do I solve the puzzle?
We haven't played it now for almost a month. And I feel like if we don't bring it back soon, we're just not going to be able to play it
It'll
again.
never
No one's
end,
going to
dude.
care. I feel like if we bring it back soon, it'll be fine.
Ooh,
but if
this
we wait
man.
too long, it's going to be like other playthroughs that just get lost. And I don't want it to be an unfinished lost playthrough. So maybe next week, as a game that we alternate. So this way, we don't get too oversaturated with Call of Duty. And we also don't get bored of just constant Pokemon. All right?
If
we
Phil
bring back
did
Mario
everything
Galaxy
himself,
to toss in there in
he
between. to
wouldn't be a
break it up.
streamer right now.
Okay?
He would have already stopped making
And
money.
this time, I don't put Mario Galaxy back on
The only
hiatus.
reason he makes
We just
money
keep it in the rotation
is
till
because
we
he
finish
stole
it.
all these
Okay? So if that's the case,
better, not great
day
ideas, but
streams would
better
definitely
ideas
be
than he would
Pokemon
have
and
had.
Mario, and then every once in a while Call of Duty, and then night streams would alternate. We would definitely have Call of Duty as a night stream sometimes. We would have Truck Sim as a night stream always, but only once a week. But we do need more stuff for the night streams. So the question is what? Because again, we have options. We have these horror games. We have baby steps we could try. I don't know if baby steps would turn into more than one stream. Also, fingers crossed, they do patch Tormented Souls 2 so we can finish it. Fingers crossed, they live up to their promises over at Digital Eclipse, and they actually do put in working multiplayer for Mortal Kombat because I want to play the game online. That would really suck if we're
No,
done
you
now
don't,
and we
dude.
can't do it.
No, you
Yeah, what
don't.
about this other game, Leave It Alone? What about
People
this game you
told him
guys
to
are
play
bringing up,
online,
Leave It
and he
Alone?
told
What do you
him
think about this one?
He can't play
It's supposed to be a chill game
Mortal
where you're just
Kombat
basically
online
blowing
until he
leaves
beats
around
every
or
single
whatever.
Mortal Kombat game 100%. He has to 100% every Mortal
It's only
Kombat game.
$6.
And then he can play multiplayer. That's what he said the first stream.
It just came out not even 2 weeks ago.
I guess he'll just rewrite history.
It's like Power Wash Simulator, but with leaves. And it's perfect time for it because it's the fall. Like, it's timed for autumn. I would say, you know what? Do you just want to try this one night next week and see if
That's
it works?
true
Just
too,
let's
yeah.
lock it in now.
He should have been banned a long time ago.
And just say, let's give it a shot. I'd be okay with that. It's $6. I don't give a shit. Right? It's not a big deal. Put the trailer on the screen. Here.
Streamlabs got it right.
Well, now it already played.
Streamlabs banned him.
So basically,
They
you're in
got
a
it
yard,
right. YouTube
and you
didn't
do
get it
yard
right.
work with leaves. You know, busy work. You use rakes. You use a what do you call it? I used to have one of these, the lawn blower, leaf blowers. But I guess also what happens is,
Yeah,
as
like
you
I
watch the
said,
trailer further,
he
there's
does.
more
This
to the
is what he
game. The
does
game
now.
might actually have like a story, because I
This
think
is
you
like the
find
5th
this
time
like
he's
secret
done this in like a
room
week.
that leads to like a
I'm not even
possibly
kidding.
haunted area or something like
He
that.
just sits here and talks about it and tries to steal
Watch, it's
ideas from
coming up.
people.
See? So
Literally.
you find the basement. Look at this. This is the basement. So what are they alluding to here? Like there's something there. You know what I mean? It's not just going to be cleaning the leaves up. By the way, overwhelmingly positive reviews. 97% positive reviews. That's crazy. I'm shocked. 97%. So I would say, I'm willing to add it to the wish list, but I would say if you want to do that next week for a random night stream and give it a shot and see if it works, I'd be okay with that. What about that baby steps game? This one came out late September. Devolver Digital published it. Oh, I didn't know that. I mean, this is literally all it is, right? You're just trying to walk and you can't. There's cactuses, cacti. So this one has very positive, but not overwhelmingly positive, just very positive review. I would be willing to guess it's because of the price. If you take a look, it's a $20 game, and that might be why, because it is way more expensive. As opposed to, a silly game with the leaves, $6, who cares? This is almost, it's $20. So people buy this as a gimmick meme game, and they only play it once or twice, but they spent $20 on it. They're going to be like, oh, shit, that was way too much. As opposed to dropping the money on the Leaf game, even if you never play it again, it was like $6. Ball X Pit? What the hell is that? Ball X Pit. This one has a demo. A brick-breaking, ball-fusing, base-building survival roguelike. No. No one wants to see this. What are you talking about?
Oh, it's coming.
What is this? I never even heard of this before. What is this nonsense? No. Okay. Oh, it's actually on Game Pass. Is it really? There's a demo and it's on Game Pass. No, because you know what this is? This is like Hades. If people didn't want to see me play Hades 2, they don't want to see me play Ball X Pit. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be the same kind of shit, trying to survive.
It's one of those games? Why?
Crazy abilities and weapons and leveling up. It's the same shit.
It's like tower defense or some shit, right?
You know? So I don't think so.
It's free.
To be honest, I don't think that one would work. I would say the Leaf game, Leave It Alone, is a possibility. Baby Steps is a possibility. I don't think this one. I don't see this one sticking. No, we looked into Mega Bonk. It just doesn't look good. It looks like the kind of game again. It's a memeable game, and that's why people played it for a little bit. But again, look, it's the same shit. Oh, look, pixel style.
What is
retro
this?
style.
What is he
repetitive
looking at?
gameplay, leveling, killing
Bro,
millions
this doesn't
of
even
repetitive
look like a
enemies.
real
It's the same
game.
game. Yes, I'm sure there's variations and there's tweaks,
What
and
the
you know,
fuck?
it's so samey.
This isn't a
all these
real
games today are
game.
samey. They're all following very similar formulas, trying to do this. Our little spin on the same exact formula.
What the fuck? What is this?
Yeah.
Mega
Okay.
bonk? 10% more bonk. Wow.
So no Mega Bonk, and no whatever the other one was.
Look at the
But
ape.
The
Look
Leaf
at the
game I
cool
would
ape.
try for sure. It's definitely the time of year for it.
That's a cool ape,
And
dude.
I would try Baby Steps if you guys wanted. What else?
Look, it's a
Any other
skateboarding
suggestions?
skeleton.
Like I said, I think what we'll do is next
doing
week
a
we'll
dark
bring
slide.
also Mega Man. We'll bring Mario back into the mix. Okay, that's kind of a given. Is that Mario will return to the rotation as a day stream
is that
game
what it's for?
and mix it up with the other games that we're playing. For night
For
streams,
the
it'll
new
be Call of Duty
generations?
balanced with some of this indie stuff back and forth. Maybe like one night we do Call of
man.
Duty,
I'm a
one night we do an
fucking
indie
boomer,
game,
dude.
etc. Back and forth.
Ugh.
Already played Hotline Miami fully, the first game. I heard a lot about Dredge. I just don't know if anyone would care about Dredge in late 2025 because it's not from now. It's like last year, isn't it, or something like that? Like I heard Dredge it's a fishing game, but also has horror elements, so it's kind of like a genre
Ooh, fishing.
fusing game.
We like that.
which is fine. But I just don't know if anyone's going to care about it now.
Yeah, that's what it seemed like.
Like for example, I tried playing Dave the Diver. That's also a genre combining
Dave the
game. It has like
Diver.
button time presses. It has like underwater sea stuff. It has cooking stuff. No one liked it, which sucked because I thought Dave the Diver was good. So I'm curious if anyone would like Dredge then. They patched the online for Mortal Kombat. You tested it and it worked fine. No, they patched the single match garbage for Mortal Kombat. The Mortal Kombat right now, here's the problem with it. Let me explain because people might not understand. So Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection was released with a ridiculous amount of fighting games in it that have the multiplayer. So what you do is you say, I want to play this game, and I want it to be this connection. And then you go and search. And here's what it does. It tries to look for that game at that connection. If it doesn't find it, then it tries to find that game at an awful connection. So chances are you're going to get a game with the awful connection. Then if that doesn't work, the game literally looks for other games. So you could say, I want to play Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and it matches you with someone in Italy playing Mortal Kombat 1. Does that sound like a good online experience?
Yeah. You get to play a game that you wouldn't.
There's no lobbies.
You can't play.
There's no ranking point system. Nothing.
So who cares?
Doesn't exist. Each match is an individual match against a random person anywhere in the world, any game.
That's fine. I'll take
it. It had bugs, which was causing it to desync. So you'd start playing, and all of a sudden the audio would desync from the game. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, dude,
the music
beggars can't be choosers, man.
What is going on?
It's an old game.
So it's distracting, and you can't even concentrate anyway. So what they did is they paused it. Excuse me.
All
they
I hear is
patched
excuses.
it to fix those bugs, like the desync bugs and stuff. But the game still sucks.
Why
it still sucks.
How though?
So
if they fix the
what
bugs?
they promised, because so many people were
How does
upset
it
about
still
the game
suck
the
if they
first
fix
week.
the bugs?
They
I don't
said,
understand.
all right, we're going to give you what we're going to call online
You're not
arcade
telling me how
mode.
it sucks.
It's going to actually add lobbies. It's going to add arcade machines that basically people will line up at to play the certain games. It's going to add regional matchmaking. It's going to add all the features the game should have had that it doesn't have right now. Therefore, the multiplayer will be worth playing. But we can't do that. At the earliest we'll do it is like 3 weeks after release. Well, the game came out 2 weeks ago.
It's just
now.
excuses, dude.
So we have at least another
excuses
week to wait
on top of excuses
for them to add that. If they even add it on the 3 week mark like they've promised,
and he'll never do
chances are they won't.
Exactly.
There's no reason to play the game online right now. It's awful.
You could play it online,
we'd
but
literally
he won't.
play match after match that would be laggy, probably the wrong game. What's the fucking point?
Yeah, he's gonna get trashed. That's
why we're not
play.
playing it right now. Again,
No.
I have every intention
You're not
of
playing
going
it
back
because
to
you're
the
gonna
Mortal
get
Kombat
trashed
collection when
online.
they
You
fix
suck
it.
at the game.
I have every intention of going back to Tormented Souls 2 when they patch it and they fix this hard lock bug that we're at. But we can't do that right now. We need to actually get, past the hurdles first to play these games. It sucks because now, after a year of being a PC gamer, now the cracks in PC gaming are starting to show because I always was protected from this crap being a console gamer. But now we're starting to see the games that are coming out on PC. They don't have full features. Game bugs that cripple the game. Like Tormented Souls 2, is that even out on console yet? I don't know, but the PC version's bugged to hell. Okay. All right, so how about this? Next week, we resume with Mortal Kombat, jeez. We resume with Mario Galaxy 2, and that'll probably be around middle of the week. So we'll probably start off with Call of Duty, then we'll do some Pokemon, then maybe we'll bring back Mario, okay? Monday night, let's take a break from doing Call of Duty for a day. So Monday night, why don't we do something different? Why don't we either do Baby Steps or Leave It Alone? I'd be down for either. All right? If you guys had a choice between Baby Steps or Leave It Alone, which would you like to do on Monday night? Baby Steps is the game where you're trying to walk around and it's very hard to control.
Why? Bro, there's so
platformer.
many good games
Leave It Alone
out.
is a game where you're basically
What is he doing?
cleaning up a yard.
Bro,
from
Baby
leaves and
Steps?
stuff, but apparently it has like a story and
Bro.
has a quirky fun to it as well.
What?
So I would say Baby Steps would be more funny. Leave It Alone would be more like a chill stream. Okay, so we have a poll. Thank you, Dunsfelter. I'll put up the poll on the YouTube side, but I won't use the laptop. I don't know why I'm doing that. Let's do a poll on the YouTube side. Please vote. We got a good audience here tonight. You guys have been awesome. Still over 250 people on YouTube. I don't know how many we have on Kick, but you guys have been a great audience tonight, so thank you for chilling with me. Let's see what your guys' opinion is on this. Please vote in the
video.
poll.
I don't know, dude.
And let's see what people have to say here. So we'll
Honestly,
do one of these, say, Monday night. Then probably Tuesday night, we'll probably bring back a Call of Duty stream because you figure Sunday is Call of Duty and American Truck Sim. Monday could
I
be
mean,
like
honestly,
Pokemon
you're
and
lucky I'm even
whatever we
here right
decide
now.
here for the indie game. Tuesday, maybe it could be the return of Super Mario Galaxy 2 and Call of Duty, right? And then maybe Wednesday, more Pokemon and maybe another indie game, whether it be the other one, maybe we do a horror game on the late stream. And then maybe Thursday, we mix it up and we do Call of Duty as the day stream. See, we have flexibility now, which is good. We have some good flexibility here. Oh, by the way, I want to ask you guys this question while you're here as well. All right. So Wings of Redemption will be coming back onto the Level 1 podcast late this month or early next month. Would you prefer that he came on the podcast on Monday, November 24th, which would be the Monday right before
let me
American
rephrase
Thanksgiving?
that. It's a miracle.
Or would you like to
I'm
wait a
even
little
here
bit
right now.
longer and have him on the show on Monday, December 1st? Because he's given me the power to choose the date. He says he's down with whatever I choose. I'm okay with either. Well, here's the thing, Dunsfelter. He says, why don't you do it after so you can discuss how your Thanksgivings went? Because he doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving, which I just found out recently. People asked him on his stream, what's he doing for Thanksgiving? And he goes, oh, I don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Like, shocking to me as an American. I'm like, you don't celebrate Thanksgiving? That's one of the questions I want to ask him. Why don't you celebrate Thanksgiving? What do you have against it? Are you, like, opposed to it philosophically? Do you not like the commercialism of it? Did something horrible happen on the holiday that you hate it? Is like some traumatic event in your past? Like, I want to ask him and get an honest answer. So, almost like it would suck.
I
Like,
wish
what
I
do you do
had
for
more
Thanksgiving? I
time
don't
to make
celebrate.
videos. I really do. I used to really enjoy that.
The poll went away. We didn't see the results. Shit. What happened? The
But
YouTube poll is insanely close. The YouTube poll is 47% leave it alone, 54% baby steps. Now it's 46% leave it alone, 54% baby steps. It's like really close. All right, so it seems like the audience is just very close on this, so it doesn't really matter. It's kind of like a flip a coin situation. And let me put it this way, too. Just because we play one on Monday does not mean we won't check out the other one. We could easily check out the other game on another night. Okay? Aaron says, why is that so shocking to you? Can't some people not care about things? It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. I don't celebrate any holidays. Well, because, excuse me. Listen, when I was growing up, I had friends who didn't celebrate certain holidays. I had a friend who was Laotian, and he technically didn't celebrate Christmas. He had like American Christmas, but his family never actually celebrated the real Christmas. And I had friends who, like, again, they were like, I had Hispanic friends who they didn't celebrate Thanksgiving because in their country, it wasn't Thanksgiving at that time, so they just didn't do it in their family. But usually that's what it was. It was like a cultural thing. Like, our culture doesn't celebrate it, so we're not celebrating it. But Wings is like a tried and true American, right? Like, he didn't immigrate over. His parents didn't immigrate over or anything like that. And I rarely hear someone say, I just don't celebrate a really American holiday. You know? Like, I don't observe the 4th of July. You don't? Like, even if you don't celebrate it, you don't go out and set off fireworks, you still acknowledge its existence, right? He seems to be like, I just don't do anything. Thanksgiving, no. It's a no-go for me. Well, I want the answer. I'm curious. That's something I want to ask him. So it seems like people in general were saying November 24th. All right. So, okay, we're getting all kinds of stuff determined tonight. See why a chill with Phil stream is always a good one. So, number one, next week we'll bring back Mario Galaxy 2. We'll play it 1 or 2 times. We'll get it back in the rotation and see how it works. That's number one. Number two, Monday night, we'll do one of these 2 indie games, either Baby Steps or Leave It Alone. Okay? We'll alternate the games during the course of the week. And we'll probably play both. How about this? I'll try both of those during next week.
It's supposed to rain all weekend.
If they work. Maybe one will work. Maybe both will work. Maybe neither will work. And that's okay if neither works. It's still fine. Okay? And then I'll invite Wings on to the podcast on November 24th. That'll be the Monday before Thanksgiving. Okay? So there you go. Lots of stuff determined tonight. I also wanted to try to figure out what we were going to do during the Thanksgiving, the Black Friday marathon, but at this point, it's almost the end of the stream. We have like maybe another 15 minutes left. So maybe tonight is not the night for that. What I will say is this, 2 things. Number 1, let's open up the chat to Q&A. Let's end tonight with some chill Q&A, whatever you guys want to ask me. So tag me in either chat. I just typed into the Kick chat. And number 2, let's get some support. Let's go. It's been a great night, but man, I've only had 1 contribution in the last hour from Meconium. Are you kidding me? That's it? 1 contribution? We could do better than that. Let's get some super chats. Let's get some tips. Let's get some subs. Let's get some kicks. And for goodness sakes, let's get some memberships. What is going on? Have a good night, Captain DCW. See you later, man. Let's go. You realize tonight, I don't think we have any subs, do we? I don't think we have any subs at all. No subs. No kicks and no subs? We've had no support whatsoever from the kick viewership tonight. For real? 0? Have we, wait a minute. No, I got an honest question. Have we ever had a stream where I actually got 0 support from kick? Has this ever happened? I don't think so. I legit think at least would get 1 sub or some kicks. We got 0. Let me confirm that. Maybe there were kicks and I missed them. No. Nothing? Wow. No support whatsoever from kick. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to take away your moral support messages then. Let's start this whole thing back up again. Let's do it. Let's start the drama again so we get more morons quoting it and acting like it's real and acting like it's some big deal on the internet. Why not? Let's get some more idiots to talk about it, shall we? I can't believe it. Not a single sub. Not a no kick. Well, okay, there were 10 kicks. That doesn't count. It has to be 100 kicks or more. No subs. Not 100 kicks. Absolutely ridiculous.
What's that line have?
Did we talk about the creator of Mario passing away yet? We don't have time for that. No one contributed on Kick. We don't have time to talk about the creator of Mario, the legendary creator of Mario, the epitome of gaming excellence. We don't have time for that until a sub or a kick comes in here. All right? Then we could start talking about these menial, low-level topics. The most important topic must be discussed. For the love of goodness and everything wholly out there, how do we have no support on Kick tonight? Are you kidding me? But you see, again, this is what I try to explain to outsiders to the situation, right? You and I, because you've been here all night and you know me, you know I'm messing around. Guys, we already hit the goal. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's crazy that we got no support on Kick. Actually, it is. I'm shocked that no one came by to chill with me tonight on Kick and support at all. It is shocking. But it's not the end of the world. I'm not going to sit here and cry. I'm not going to sit here and, let me turn off features and shit. I'm not going to do that. But we're joking. And, like, you get the joke. But the morons of the internet don't. So when someone will clip that segment and post it up on X again and be like, this is what happened tonight, these idiots will actually think that's what fucking happened because they're that dumb. They're too lazy to take 10 fucking seconds to look at the raw content and see what actually happened. They just want to be the one to blow up the drama for personal gain. Whether it's some Joe Schmo nobody who watches it and laughs, whether it's a YouTuber that watches it and laughs, it doesn't matter. You're watching fake content, but you don't care because you're dumb. It's sad. This is what the entire generation has become of content creators, people who just make fake content. I watch something someone else made, I react to it, and it's nonsense because it's not real. The content you're watching is fabricated and fake. It's a joke. It's out of context. You think it's real because you're stupid. But now, because you have a following, everyone hears it. Oh, ha, 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 ha. So funny. Now we hate that person. And now there's absolutely no responsibility and no repercussion for the person who reacted. Why? Why? Why is there no responsibility and repercussion? You just created a piece of actual slander or defamation. Why are you not held accountable for it? Because you're some big shot?
Yeah, same,
No, fuck
dude.
that. Everyone should be held accountable for their actions on the internet. Everyone, big, small. This is nonsense. And it's bullshit that people then have to put up with the nonsense after. Lucky for me, as I've told you guys, I have built myself a legacy where it doesn't matter what people say about me. I'm not going to get canceled, right? It doesn't matter who of any stature. It's Moist Critical, Asmongold. It doesn't matter who talks shit about me. I'm still going to be here tomorrow. I'm still going to make the content for you. You guys are still going to like it. You're still going to support it because you're here and you know who I really am and you don't care what these idiots say. But the common person doesn't. And then I get people who come by, they got to leave 100 nasty fucking comments on my video. They start downvoting the video, the nonsense. Again, when you say to me earlier, a legit fan earlier tonight said, I'm back for the first time in like 12, 13 years, and I wish you the best. I hope you'll grow. I'll never grow. How can I grow when internet content creation in 2025 is we react to nonsense, we act like it's real, we don't care if we hurt someone in the process as long as we get clickbait fucking views and we make money. No culpability, no accountability. Just say whatever the fuck you want, get away for it, right? Get away with everything.
That's you, Phil. Get away with everything.
Well, it's bullshit.
100%.
It shouldn't be.
It shouldn't. Really
There's
shouldn't.
content creators out there who are millionaires who shouldn't have a dollar because they made it on the backs of everyone else. I'm not saying that about Asmongold right now because I know he's the one that this week reacted to me. I'm not saying that about him specifically. He's made content over the years. He's earned where he is with his stature and all of that. But the fact I'm making here is that the point I'm making here is you shouldn't have blatant, outright immunity. Just because you reached a certain point, now I'll just dump on anyone and I get popularity and money and everything from it. Why? What makes it okay? Some of the stuff that Asmongold reacted to, legit, is criticism, and that's fine. He shouldn't ever ask for this or that, right? But then he's watching a clip from 2009. That's completely out of context. That's the first time I've even shown my face on a stream. I'm not monetizing my content. I can't. And I'm saying to everyone, hey, if you guys wish to contribute, maybe you'd like to actually do like a PayPal contribution so I can afford games, so I can make you this free video that I make no money on. Oh, he's a generational roach. He's been begging for all this time. The fuck are you talking about? That wasn't even my job back then. But you're watching something out of context that people put out of context to make me look bad, but you think that's okay. It's not. Never is it. It's never okay. Why do content creators have immunity? I just don't understand it. I don't. I was never immune. Whenever I said and did something fucked up back in the day, people put my balls over the coals for it. You know, today, I'm still today having things brought up from 2010 that I said that was a joke. But, you know, I'm the devil for doing it. But these people daily do this shit. And it's okay just because of who they are. Bullshit. There should be a standard across the board that we're all held to as content creators, a level of moral responsibility that if you're going to talk shit about something or someone, then basically you need to be sure that what you're saying is true. And this happens to me all the time. This is why this channel will not grow. I can't get a new fan base because every time that I have a chance to do something that might hit the algorithm or grow, someone dumps on me. And it's always for bullshit. A clip from 2009 out of context. Now you're going to shit on me for that? Enough of this shit. No, not free speech. Because what he's doing isn't free speech. And what these people are doing is not fucking free speech. There's a difference between criticizing someone for something that actually happened or criticizing someone for a fabricated situation because someone took clips out of context to make them look bad. As a content creator, you have a responsibility to your audience and to the public at large to make sure that you're not pushing a false narrative into their fucking consciousness. That's true. You should have a responsibility that you're not saying, oh, by the way, I know that this conspiracy is true and here it is and it's false. You shouldn't get away with that. Look at what just happened to, that just happened to Alex Jones, right? How many years he thought his shtick was going to be, he was going to say that the Sandy Hook shooting was fake. It was fabricated. It was a fake op and it was all bullshit, right? They sued the fuck out of him. They sued the living shit out of Alex Jones and he lost. And now for the rest of his life, this guy is going to be in financial distress trying to figure out how to do this shit.
Even though I have autism,
they're sucking all his money away. He's trying to hide his money and get away with it.
At my high Twitch 4131
his legacy is that he lied about this fucking thing
super chat.
to get.
Dude is the epitome of stupidity. Big ups.
Big ups, brother. I appreciate that, dog. I agree. Totally agree with you.
Clickbait to get attention on himself. And he got held accountable for it, you know? And now that's what I mean. So he was held accountable, but now we have all these content creators on a daily basis react to this, react to that, react to this, react to that. First of all, it's not your content. You didn't make the content. So the very least you could do is if you're going to react to it, you do the research to make sure it's real, that someone didn't make it up, fabricate it, purposely make it look in a certain way. But no one does that. No one does due diligence. It's just, I'll make the content, I'll benefit from it. You know? The narrative, the hilarious narrative is that DSP is a broke bum and begs all day for money because he makes no money. You got Asmongold laughing in that clip about he made $7 on his whole stream. No, I didn't. I've been hitting my goals regularly. I've been actually exceeding my goals regularly. The narrative is false. I'm doing better right now than I have been doing in many years. And that's
why do you feel like you have to
work,
prove that?
My design. Everything that I did to set it up that way.
That's not true.
So your narrative is I'm
You
a
stole
broke
everything.
bum who just begs all day, except I hit my goals every day. I literally just talked with you guys for 2 hours.
Your
I made
whole-
$200.
even
And
your-
more than that because, you know, there's kick revenue.
Even your
there's
persona
KCIP,
is
there's
stolen.
ad revenue. I did better than that. Earlier today, I did a podcast. That was a chill podcast. We talked about wings coming on the show and stuff like that. We talked about the new Steam accessories, right? And then I played Pokemon for like 2 hours. I take it back, like 3 hours, maybe 2 hours. Dude, I made over $300 because people like me. They like the content. It's not because I sat there and I manipulated
People like
and I
me?
scammed and I grifted.
You
No,
did.
people just like me. They like the content. They appreciate it. They love it. They want to support it. And then they do. So where is this narrative that I'm a grifter, I'm a scumbag, I scam, I beg all day? The fuck are you talking about? Did you actually watch the content? No, you didn't. You watched the out of context, unfair spin that my detractors create so they can get clickbait. Now, all you've done is you've given attention to the detractors who don't deserve it because they're scumbags. They literally lie every day for their own personal gain. I ignore them. You notice I haven't mentioned a single name of a detractor because I'm never going to give them that level of attention. You understand? I'm not. But look at what they do. So now you've given them the attention they crave. Now, I have to deal with the repercussions all week. I got assholes coming to my streams. I got morons leaving comments negative. And the funny part, again, is some people actually said to me this week, this is actually some friends of mine from back in the day. They said, did you see that Asmongold talked about you this week? And I said, yes, I did. Well, you must be loving it, Phil, because you must be rolling in attention and dough. I was like, what? And they're like, yeah, because everyone that Asmongold talks about, positive or negative, gets a big boost and people come to their content. And, I was like, no, I don't get that. I don't get that at all.
He's touching
My
his head
viewership
because
is
he's
not
lying.
a toxic viewership. People don't come to DSP Gaming to hear me attack someone, to hear me crap on someone. The day that this happened, I could have had the entire day be me just attack him and look at his content and say he sucks and insult him. You notice I didn't do that? You notice I just ignored it? Because I don't benefit from that. I don't benefit from being a toxic jerk and attacking people. I benefit from making chill,
He knows that
positive
that's a lie.
content
100%
for my
he knows
small
that's a lie,
audience. My audience doesn't like drama. I know. I tried it last year. It didn't work. Everyone told me to stop. They said, Phil, stop with the drama. You're going to lose the core audience who supported you all these years because you're so heavy into the drama. So I listened. I turned it all around. In the last year, I've stayed focused on my content and have succeeded. I am hitting the goals more often than not. I am doing special events. I have bought tons of equipment to upgrade the setup, to invest, to show you that if you support me, I'll give it back to you. Okay? That's the point that I've been trying to make this whole year, is to show you that now that I'm out of that rut that I was in financially, that if you continue to support me at a good level, I will give back to you. I will show you that I will invest. I'll buy a wheel. I'll buy controllers. I'll buy whatever games you want. We'll do it. I can afford it now. That's stuff I couldn't do before. And now I have shown that level of investment and growth in the business. It's not just me trying to make a bag and run away and frivolously dump it somewhere. I want to make this content great for all of us. Me, you, everyone having a great time together, right? So how does that fit in with the narrative? Oh, it doesn't, because the narrative isn't real. But again, there's no responsibility for these people. They just say and do whatever they want. They get away with it because they're big. No actual feeling of, oh man, maybe I should have actually looked 5 seconds into this to see if it was true or not. And the truth is, the situation was, I had a bad time the week before. Some bad things were going on. I did lash out at the Kick Chat. I did it unfairly. I publicly admitted all of this on the podcast back on Sunday, Tuesday, whatever it was. I publicly admitted to all you guys, I made the mistake. I was upset. I'm sorry. I had turned back on the moral support messages. All of this was already resolved. Then here comes the reaction from the big content creator. Ha, 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 ha. Phil's a jerk. Ha, ha. You're already late. You're already wrong. You're already late to the game, and the narrative is false already, but no one listens to the person involved. No one came and actually watched my content this week because of Asmongold. No one. Instead, all it was negative comments and downvotes on the on-demand videos, and go thumbs up and liking the detractor content. That's the community that these kind of people are perpetrating when they are promoting when they act like that. How about this, okay? It's this simple. Ready? If you want to criticize someone, criticize the person. Actually go to the person and say, I want to criticize you. That way, the person at the very least can defend themselves and gets a rub. Right? If you're a giant content creator, you have an issue with someone, actually talk to the fucking person. I'm right here. I'm an accessible dude. I got DMs on X. You can email me. We could talk, or we could have a conversation on a stream. Instead of just sitting there and dumping on someone, which is so easy to do because there's nothing of a consequence for you for it. All the pain is on my end, right? But, that would actually take some effort. That would take some responsibility. I just had enough of it. Act like a mature fucking adult and actually treat people with respect who don't dump on you. I don't dump on people. I just sit here and relax and play fucking games. Either leave me alone, or if you have an issue with me, come talk to me about it in person like a man. Stop being this impersonal, I'm mightier than now, dumping on everyone, laughing on everyone. Enough of this shit. Really, I've had enough of it. And it's not just Asmongold, but anyone. If you don't like Darkside Phil, you tell me to my fucking face, and we'll have it out. And at the end of the day, we don't see eye to eye, that's fine. But at the very least, it's not a one-sided thing where you get massive personal gain and I have to put up with shit-eating all week. Because I've had enough of the shit-eating, really, I have. So it's this simple. From now on, anyone who does it, anyone who dumps on me, publicly I'm saying it to you right now, you're a bitch. because you didn't have man enough fucking courage to say it to me. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me my content is awful. Tell me that I'm a fucking beggar and I'm a scammer. Prove it. Or else, shut the fuck up. Because your opinion's irrelevant. It doesn't affect me.
Scammer
I'm
is
still going to be
banned.
here. I'm still
What?
going to be making the content.
The word scammer
I'm still
is
going to
banned
be
in
being
Kick Chat,
successful.
dude. Come on.
Or you could sit there on your echo chamber and be a bitch and just get applauded and lauded by all of your fans and talk shit about people and have no repercussions for it. But that just makes you a bitch. Punching down, right? Keep punching down. Go for it. Keep punching down on Dark
punch
Side
down.
Phil. It just shows your
I would
your
too if I was
character,
him.
quite frankly. All right?
We need more people like him punching down
Sorry,
on
it's
you.
just true. I'm tired of being trying to punch down on because these
What are you
people
gonna do
think that they're
about it?
immune to any kind of consequence.
You're not gonna do
or
shit. You can't do
repercussions.
nothing, bro.
I don't know how they sleep at night. I really don't.
Very
If I just
comfortably.
sat here and I found people who were lower than me and I just dumped on them all fucking day,
You do.
like earlier today, right?
You
I'm
dump on
talking about
Wings all the
having
time.
Wings of Redemption on my show. And I'm not saying that I think that he's lower than me or anything like that.
How many
But
times
people
did
are
he call
sitting
Wings
there
fat?
and they're saying these awful things.
How many times did
about him.
he
And I'm like,
make fun of
why?
Wings' weight?
Why do you think you're better than this guy? I don't, you know what I mean? Like, I'm willing to have him on the show. Let's have a fun conversation with this guy. You know, why do you got to dump on this guy? Why do you got to be so nasty? Why are people so quick to jump on the hatred, toxicity, internet bandwagons? I just don't fucking get it. Because I'm not like that. I never have been and I never will be.
This is so
I don't
crazy.
like
This
that
is
kind of
crazy.
behavior. You know, maybe 10 years ago,
This is crazy.
15 years ago, I was a lot more angry about the life. Now I'm happy. I have a great job. I have a
Wow.
great family. Everything in my life
right.
is good. I don't need to sit here
That does
and
it for
shit
me.
and dump on others all day.
I'm gonna
I
take
have
a
better
back
things
seat
to do.
right
So
now.
why don't giant YouTubers and content creators have better things to do than dump on tiny Dark Side Phil? You ever think about that? Don't they have bigger fish to fry? What was it, a boring night? There was no news going on. So there's no political news, no politician to crap on, nothing, no giant crazy thing over here to talk about. So let's dump on this guy tonight.
I'm not gonna do anything.
Well, sorry, I'm not having it. You want to have an issue with me? Talk to me, or else shut the fuck up, because that just shows that you're bitch made. Okay, we have a couple quick shout outs to do, and then we adjourn for the night. Wow. Well, wow. I wasn't expecting this. I received a $102 tip. Someone says, keep speaking this truth. You're right. Creators have responsibility. Well, thank you. I wasn't expecting a $100 tip tonight whatsoever. Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Here we go. Thank you to the anonymous $102 tipper. So now I got a question. Gee, I just hit 4 goals in one day, and I literally didn't beg at all. Am I broke?
He did beg. He asked.
Where's the narrative?
No.
Am I a broke bum? Did I get $7 on my stream? Okay. Let's see here. No, I'm not going to be involving myself with LARPing content creators who pretend to be fans and shit. And there's a lot of drama around certain things, and I've completely ignored it, and I will continue to ignore it. I'm not going to be entertaining any nonsense from people who are orchestrated from other groups. I know exactly what's been going on with a few different people this year. I've completely stayed away from it, if you haven't noticed, and I will continue to avoid it because I'm not stupid. I don't take that kind of bait. And 220 is here tonight and gifted a sub here at the end. Thank you. We actually did get a sub from 220 tonight. Thank you, 220. I appreciate that. That's our kick support for the night. Yes, Phil Loves Fuse says, I like when you ask for support. It's like a game show. It's supposed to be funny, dude. Like, that's the point. And again, if you watch the content, you get that. If you watch the actual content in context, you'll see it's kind of a silly way that I schmooze and I'm being silly with you guys and having fun. It's not meant to be super serious. It's never meant to be super serious. We're having a good time, right? Are there nights when I'm upset and we don't hit a goal? Sure. Do I get so upset that I turn the stream off early? I turn off my camera. I say, we're not streaming tomorrow. I actually get mad at you guys? No. That's never happened. I admitted I actually got a little angry last week. That was my fault. I apologized for it and made up for it by turning on the messages and telling you guys I messed up. You know, that happens from time to time. I'm human. But that's the things that people take out of context and think, well, this is representative of you. No, it's not. That's just the bad day I had, dude. You know, and it's okay. I'm going to have those days, but as long as I make up for them, which I will do. All right, but no, that's what I mean. Like, it's always kind of a joke. And I don't get why people freak so much out about this kind of shit. Because, again, if you're here, you realize I'm not the devil. It's just you want to run with that stupid meme. You want to run with the easy pop of attention. You know that I have a bunch of idiots who don't like me and they will drop money whenever someone craps on me. That's why years later, we still have people who every once in a while out of nowhere will bring me up for no reason. I haven't brought them up. I don't talk about them. Oh, time to talk about DSP again today. It's time for the Dump on DSP show because here comes the money, right? Okay. All right, guys. Well, there was 100 kicks from Orange Man Dude, so we actually got some kicks at the end of the stream as well. Thank you to Orange Man Dude for that. So, and here's the truth. Here's how I'll end this tonight before we adjourn. I expect absolutely no response from anyone. I won't get a response from Asmongold. I won't get a response from Moist Critical. I won't get a response from anyone. If you remember, years ago, Moist Critical did a similar thing, and I called him out on it, and I said, well, interview me. And he said, oh, I don't do interviews. Okay? Asmongold, a couple years ago, he actually had done a similar thing, but it wasn't as negative as his one this week. It was actually kind of a more funny one. And I did actually write to him, and I said, hey, what's up, man? I saw that you're talking about me, you're reacting to me. Let's talk. Let's maybe, have a conversation or whatever. Never responded. These people aren't interested in actually having a fair conversation or a narrative. All they want to do is punch down. That's what they do. So, it is what it is. I will not get a response. I know I won't. Because again, these people they're doing it for personal gain. They don't see any responsibility. What's that? But it's all good. Like I said, it's just not a big deal for me. It hasn't been. It's not going to affect me anymore. I'm immune to this kind of shit. All I get is a couple days of annoyance, and then it passes by, and then everything's good.
A couple days.
Their narratives break immediately anyway.
Imagine ranting for days upon end.
So thank you guys. Chill night tonight. Great times.
And that's barely
we figured out what
you.
games we're playing next week, which is awesome. We got to hang out and talk about various topics.
Big ups,
we got a little bit off my chest, right? It was a good one. All right, everyone. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoy this Chill with Phil. Tomorrow, Call of Duty, all day long.
Or Sunday.
It should be a great one. I hope you'll join me for Call of Duty tomorrow.
Sunday.
Hopefully the game is good. Hopefully it turns out to be entertaining and fun for everyone. Hopefully I can unlock a bunch of shit, because that's what I'm worried about, is I'm going to grind all day and not unlock enough to make significant progress. But I hope so. Like, I legit hope that tomorrow I can unlock as much as I possibly can, and we'll actually get into the meat of the game. I guess we'll find out. Okay? Guys, thanks. Have a good night. See you all in the morning for Call of Duty Day, Black Ops 7 launch.
Now, guys,
If you could support the stream tonight, I would really appreciate it. You guys might not know this, but during the break, I dropped a considerable amount of investment into my streams for fighting games moving forward.
I need your buy-in and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse.
I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. Please. I need that money.
Your bill, electric bill.
Young cat. If we're talking money, I need it. Gifted subs, yeah, I need it. Super chats, feed my cats, yeah, I need them bad. Something broke in my house, I might call my dad. When my money's running out, I get really sad. Yeah, I know I'm tweaking, but my sink is leaking. I already told you, my wife broke the
I just
disposal.
don't have any real disposable income to be blown on anything right now. It seems like every single time that I'm able to save money up, I can do something happens.
I need your buy-in and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse.
I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. Please. I need that money.
Your bill, electric bill.
I need your buy-in and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse.
I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. Please. I need that money.
Your bill, electric bill.
I need your buy-in and some funds in my account. I hope you listen, cause I need a big amount. I need that money and I need some real support. I need that money cause I have to feed my horse.
I need that money. Yeah, I need it. I need that money.
Need that money.
I need that money. Need that money. Need that money. Please. I need that money.
Your bill,